Hello everybody, and welcome in to the, I guess we could call this the Battle Royale day of Adobe Live.
It's a crazy day, yes. Start the Hunger Games because we're ready to go.
Yeah, we are super excited to be kind of jumping into all of the wonderful shows that we have today. We're starting with me and Andrew today. We are building a brand in an hour.
In an hour, easy.
In an hour.
Yes.
Fine.
And not even just one brand, two brands technically.
Yeah, two brands side by side, yeah. And it's a competition sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until now, but now it is.
Oh, now we're enemies.
Yeah, Val obviously had something else on her mind that she's ready to fight, so
yes,
I need to stretch.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, let me get...
Okay, so welcome to the stream, chat. You are going to be helping us out today with lots of suggestions, lots of feedback as we work, and we are going to be creating a brand for a restaurant. Now, we're going to do contrasting styles. I will be creating a brand for a restaurant that is, as you can see, warm and modern.
Yeah.
I'll be working almost exclusively in Illustrator. I'll probably go into Firefly, do some stuff over there as well. Val, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be working on something that is cool and vintage. And by vintage, I mean a strange, ramshackle, traveling witch's cart, because that is what I thought would be cool to do.
At what point does it transition from vintage to medieval? Like, how far back do you have to go to make it past vintage?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, and that's why I thought that I would be okay doing this today.
Yes, this feels vintage. This could be like 1930s Paris.
Yeah. And I feel like I've also I've got my little illustration of the cart. So this is the cart itself. This is what travels around. She only shows up, she's very exclusive. Okay. She only shows up once every couple of centuries. She's been around a while.
Yep.
She sells potions and various knickknacks and things, little snacks, whatever. Honestly, snack at your own peril. Let's be real.
Yes.
It's not really, where I would think that you would be getting food and drink, but we are going to do a little bit of branding for the cart. Why does the centuries-old vintage strange cart have professional branding? I don't know.
Because it's essential. Branding is essential to your business.
Yeah, marketing is everything sometimes, and she knows.
Yes.
She knows.
Okay, so let's hop in. I think, chat, we have an idea for a name. Chat, I think we could have some suggestions. Val, I already have feedback on the name that we thought. What is the name that we want to start with, and then maybe like workshop?
This is the Greasy Cauldron so far. I also thought of like the Spotted Toad or something like that. Like something like very reminiscent of like medieval type stuff,
yes,
but I am open to changes.
Penny is saying this is a Val brand for sure. Well, you just wait, because this is going to be an Andrew brand by the end of this.
It's also going to be
It's going to be an Andrew and Val brand.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we talked about Greasy Cauldron. Could we do like brackish instead? So what I want to do with this name is I want to take the name, because I'm doing like warm modern. My vibe is going to be like, it's like the bistro in like a cool boutique hotel. And so if we do, whatever we do, I want to do like Cauldron G. So like, it's like Greasy Cauldron, but it's like the cool, and so like B,
like really,
like Studio B, like feel. So if we did like brackish or something that starts with a B, Cauldron, it would be easier for me to work on it.
All right.
Okay, so let's go with chat. We need some kind of B cauldron here. And Val, we'll let you start over on your side. Where do you even start in this process?
Actually, what I'm gonna do is I was gonna kind of create a logo for it, and what I'm gonna do is make some like kind of illustrated elements and things that I can then bring into Adobe Express, right? Because I want to be able to like do just some like more interesting things with text and stuff like that. Maybe do some animations and stuff. So I figure like the cauldron itself is pretty central to the design of like my little pop-up shop. So I was going to do some illustrations and stuff to kind of highlight the cauldron. I was going to choose some fonts and things in here, and then I'm going to open my vintage branding file in Express for iPad.
Yes, and great suggestion from Cody, the bubbling cauldron.
Ooh,
that's
okay,
good.
That's it. Hold on, let me grab my text. I've got some fonts that I wanted to
Ooh, and I can do like a cocktail that's called the bubbly cauldron?
Yeah, please do.
Ooh,
please do.
Fun.
I didn't realize you were going to do cauldron stuff for yours as well.
Why
I
not?
figured you would do whatever you wanted.
I think we can show the same vibe and like two completely separate things. Oh yeah. 100%. So, and also, Cody Bear, giving the suggestions. What connection do you have for Cody Bear? Please plug your show and tell us all about it.
Ooh, Ooh, yes. So, like our show together that we do. So Cody and I do a show called Drawing a Blank. Drawing a Blank 2.0 right now is kind of what I call it in my head, because we have had a revamp, a serious revamp that's kind of like a video game overhaul. We have a final boss now that we draw from the chat and everything, and it's basically a show where you folks get to be the creative director. We come up with a theme and I don't know if that's how you spell bubbling to be.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Bubbling? Okay.
Bubbling.
Basically, you guys get to be creative director. We come up with a prompt, and you guys get to vote in polls during the show to kind of design what we're going to be working on. And then we draw a final boss to kind of add the finishing touch to our piece at the end. And it's a good time.
And I'm doing warm and modern for this.
Yes,
okay, cool.
Warm and modern.
So I'm definitely starting with type. That is always where I start.
Okay.
And so I found this font that I really like that feels really modern, and I want to do, I feel like Boutique Hotel is like, I want to mash like digital with like rustic woods for like the warm.
Okay.
And then some like gold metal. So I want it to feel like very like earthy, but also very digital, and play with that like modern contrast. So this font that I found, which is called Paplane, is kind of insane. Like, I love this look. And so I'm gonna kind of pull like a palette of fonts and kind of like get the idea, and then start pulling some colors and like textures. I may use Firefly to grab just some vibes, because I know the vibes that I want, and sometimes like searching stock for like mood boards takes longer, and so I like to use Firefly that's like gold wood, like to try to get some color palettes and stuff out. Okay, so let's just crush this type. How far can I crush this? That's kind of crazy.
Honestly, if it's like, if the design is stylized, you could get pretty crazy with that one.
I agree. I kind of like them touching.
I kind of like that, yeah. I kind of like that.
Okay, cool.
All right, I am grabbing, I've got some of these, I did go and get one typeface for this project, but the amount of weird Edgar Allan Poe's handwriting type script fonts I have, and like black letter creepiness that I've got going on in my my fonts is honestly exactly what you'd expect from me. So I have plenty of like great fonts, I think, for this kind of vibe that I'm going for, and I have got, honestly, I really like that top, this top one. It's like adhesive tape that's in black
I use
glitter.
this on a fashion line.
Really?
Yeah, I love this font. It's so good.
It's great.
It's almost like electrical tape. Like,
yeah. It makes me think of like those texture packs you can get that's like, here's just like the folds of a piece of plastic over something, and it's like perfect.
Speaking of texture packs, I found the like vibe that I want.
That's incredible.
And so I love these colors, and so I'm gonna use this as like a part of the texture in this, and maybe pull some color palette out of these golds as well.
Can you imagine like going into a restaurant and that's like the bar?
Oh
my God.
That's kind of where I'm trying to go here.
I love it.
So I'm gonna pull this in and then maybe grab a secondary typeface, and we're gonna call it like, should we just do Bistro? And someone's saying, are you both using Illustrator? What's on the iPad? No, I'm working in Illustrator. Val, what are you working in?
I'm working in Fresco, actually, which is maybe odd, but I was mentioning to Andrew earlier today, personally, I've done a lot of branding, but I never accept a branding job unless I get to paint for it. Like, that's kind of my niche thing, is that like I will illustrate and do paintings and stuff for everything. So if I were to open Illustrator and start branding in there, I feel like it would not be true to my process. I always start a branding project in Fresco because I'm doodling, drawing around, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. And then I will jump into Photoshop and or Express. But today, since I'm on my iPad, we're gonna be doing Fresco and Express.
Cool. And chat, pay no attention to me. I'm just gonna Google how to spell restaurant again.
Nothing to see here. All right.
Has anyone ever spelled restaurant right the first time? Okay, hold on.
No, I don't think so.
Got it. Okay.
I did ask you how to spell bubbling earlier, so you know you're among friends. You're among friends.
Good. All right, so we're just doing like a little bit of a type lockup here. Where are my other options? Wait a minute, chat. There we go. Let's go all caps there. I don't mind this lockup here. Interesting. But I am going to maybe do a logo.
Ooh.
Do I want to do a logo? I think I do. I think I want to do like a very modern logo. I'm just thinking like circle. We use some shapes to cut it. And chat, if you haven't used, I have a mouse. What am I doing? If you haven't used the shape builder tool, you can use it. It's right under here, underneath the width tool. And you can make your shapes overlap like this and then just hold Option and strike through them to create this kind of cauldron look. And I want to try to create this out of like very, very simple shapes to see what we can have happen. Ooh, I wonder if I go, okay, let's go here. This is gonna be a wide logo.
Why not?
I'm not mad about it.
Why not?
Not mad. So let's go ahead and I wanna create just like this modern version of like a bubbling logo. And again, we're using all simple shapes here. We're doing kind of a Bauhaus, brutalist, vestigial kind of style. Lots of different words for you. And so I'm gonna put some big bubbles here and see if that works for us.
Love it. I am also working on a logo. What I've done is I've taken, I've jotted down some of the fonts that I really loved for this, and I think that honestly I would go naturally gravitate towards a cauldron for the logo for this too. And since I do have like this little cauldron as part of our little top portion of our cart here, I've taken that portion of that image and kind of narrowed it down, kind of isolated this little cauldron. And what I'm going to do is use my my lasso tool, and I'm going to select these, like kind of select around the shape of my cauldron, since, you know, if I've already drawn this, then why, you know, do it all over again? So I'm gonna take this cauldron and I am going to actually convert it to like a vector, and paint bucket in, make it like clean designed. And then I'm going to play around with some color combinations from my color palette before bringing it into Express to throw some text around it, maybe do some cool animation stuff, and see how it goes from there.
Sweet. All right, I think I have somewhat of a logo. I actually hate it.
Sometimes it happens that way.
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes.
All right, let's just get this here. I'm not mad about how modern this is. I actually want to pull this up a little bit.
I actually love that, to be honest.
Right, and then especially if it like shrinks down to be like a nice little, it feels a little heavy, so I'm gonna space it out. But I do like this idea. And hello, Patrick. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us on the stream. All right, I'm not too mad about this.
Okay.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna start playing around with some textures and color palettes. And again, I'm going to go to color.adobe.com. There's a resource for everything if you're trying to work quickly with a brand. So we're gonna go to color.adobe.com. I'm going to go to explore, and then right here, I'm just going to type in dark, wood, and gold. And it should pull up a bunch of different options for me. And I want something that feels a little more regal. I like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's very warm, very gold-esque,
yes,
but also very cozy. It's very inviting.
I think I want that. All right, so I'm gonna use this one. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna add it to the library. And it added to the Lighthouse stream library.
Okay.
That was a stream that I did in the past. And now all I need to do is I can grab some squares and we can pull out a color palette super easily. Go into our libraries, we'll go to Lighthouse stream. And boom, 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 we have our color palette looking good.
Nice.
I also think that I want to throw in a like crazy wild card color, and I want to do like a chartreuse.
Ooh.
And then maybe like,
yeah, like something, honestly, it is still vaguely like natural. It's very like, it's still a very natural color. you know, like you would find in a rainforest or something like that. I feel like that's still really, really great. So you have that overarching like warmth of it, and then 1 or 2 pops.
Yep, 100%. So I also got that that texture. Let me see if I can get that over into Photoshop. And hello, Vandal is here. Nice to see you. A little late, but you're here. That's what counts. All right, Val, what are you up to over there?
Okay, so I have, this is vector, because I've used the vector brushes and the like paint bucketing in vectors to kind of create like a little cauldron. So it's kind of reminiscent here, but you'll notice that I have a lot of our little bubbling things because this is the bubbling cauldron now, so I really have to emphasize that. So I've got these little bubbling pieces, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color them in, bring it into Express, and I'm gonna animate the bubbles kind of like, you know, popping off, basically. In fact, I think I'm actually going to separate the lid of the cauldron as well from this, if I just can cut and paste, because I think I'm gonna make the lid move and everything. And I'm just gonna come in, honestly, painting inside of these shapes with my brush to give it a little bit of texture so it's not totally flat, but I'm not gonna make it like as illustrative as this one, because this is kind of like our concept image, but I want it to be a little cleaner here for our little illustration, I guess it's a logo, but it's also pretty detailed for a logo, but you know.
Okay, no, let's dos.
We can do whatever we want.
Okay, so chat, hop back over to my screen. So what I noticed is that the type that I'm using is very angular here, and the mark that I made was very round. I want it to be more modern and angular, and so what I can do is I can actually grab like these 2 corners, and instead of rounding them out, you can click to round them, but then if you hit up and down arrows while you're dragging that, it gives you these hard edges, and this is what I want. So I want to do kind of this hard edge look, kind of like almost scallops, to create that kind of cauldron-y look to our logo. And maybe I want to pull this out. I'm just gonna grab, using the direct select tool, I am grabbing specific points and then grabbing them and pulling them out. Let's see if this looks better. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's there. And then for this one, I think that I want to create maybe a little bit more of an angular button. Okay, that feels a lot better for the bubbling cauldron.
Ooh,
so you can see the like before and after, that it really feels like warm and inviting. And then here, it's very like modern and cool. And so I'm doing warm and modern, so we need to change the color, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, and I think that is, it's so funny because I work on a PC, and so all my fingers are doing the wrong hotkeys this morning for some reason, and it's just breaking my brain. I also came over here to grab a texture. I want to create a bitmap out of this. So what I'm going to do is we are just going to do a gradient map, and we're going to crush it down to black and white. So I'm going to kind of try to get this as black and white as I can get it. That's pretty good.
Cool. Yeah.
And then what I do is I go to Image, Mode, Grayscale. I'm gonna flatten that, and then I'm going to go to Image, Mode, Bitmap. We're gonna do like a lower bitmap, and now I save this as a TIFF file. So we're gonna go here and go to TIFF file. We're gonna do dark grain. Put that on my desktop and save it. So now that it's a TIFF file, I can bring this into Illustrator, and it actually like basically works as if it was vector. So we're gonna grab dark vein, pull it in here, and now I'll be able to actually change the color of this, which is really cool. So you can see there, I can just select the color, and because a TIFF image, bitmap is either like a pixel is on or it's off. And so I can select this and then just eyedropper any of my colors, and it will change the colors.
Amazing, that's incredible. That's such a crispy texture too.
Yeah, it's real tasty. And what I actually wanted to do that I might go back and change is you can change the level that you export at or that you convert the bitmap to. And so I think I want to have like a super low resolution bitmap of this.
Okay.
And so you can see if I go to like 20, you can see that I get all of these pixels. And that's what I want. I want this like very pixelated kind of look. So let's see what this looks like when I bring it in. All right, dark grain, pixel. These streams are always so fun because we have no idea where we're going, and then we land somewhere that ends up being really cool. Okay.
I feel like it's always fun to kind of at least one or two elements of your project. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here, because then you can kind of create some magic. Oops.
Okay, cool. So what I want to do is I'm going. Oh, sorry. No, on your screen.
Oh,
go for you.
Me.
Val time.
Yes. Okay, this is my, it's very clean. I also think that this is definitely something that could be maybe cleaned up just slightly, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now because I do wanna move into Express and start toying with some things.
Ooh,
so,
Express time.
Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of like highlight to these, and then I am going to kind of merge them, and then when I open it in Express, everything will be separated on layers, so I can animate stuff separately, which will be really fun. I'm pretty pumped.
Okay, cool. So what I did is I went in and I put an offset path on this. So you see here, you can go to path, offset path. I just put an offset path on this to keep it like pretty sharp. And I want it to be just a little bit thicker.
Nice.
And so what I can do is, it's this blue color right now, and I want to put this texture over it. Now, here's a cool little trick. Is you can make that texture black and bring it over the whole area. So I want all those nice little juicy pixels. And then all you need to do is you select the two shapes that you have. So we're gonna select the type and the texture. Go up here to your opacity panel and then hit make mask. And you'll see there, I can zoom in, it made a mask of the texture for me. So I can invert that mask, and now I can select that and click into here and drag this mask around.
And kind of get what you really want. Oh.
Exactly.
I love that.
Okay, this is looking totally fine. Maybe I want that texture in the background. Let's try that.
Okay.
Okay, warm. We're doing warm. And then this is going to be a texture on that texture. The texture on the texture for texture.
Yeah, of course. All right, I am going to start just like eyedropping like the colors that I'm really liking to use for this, so that when I jump into Express, I will basically have a little row of great colors to sample from. And I'm gonna add it into a brand, like a legit brand over there. But as I'm kind of using my illustration that I've done as reference, I don't think that it's going to pop up in my Express file because technically, whenever I'm working, by the way, I don't know if there are Fresco users in the chat, but whenever I'm working, I always have stuff out here outside of my canvas. So my canvas is not wide like this. My canvas is actually just where I have the bubbling cauldron text and everything. This, if I transform it, cannot transform selected content. Oh, hold on. Let me, why can I not transform that? I should be able to. Well, essentially what I did was I just added this illustration over here on the left-hand side as a image. So I painted it in another Fresco file, saved it as a PNG, and then added it. So that's not part of my canvas. When I get into Express, it's only gonna show me the other side. Or I assume as much because I've never opened a, I usually turn off all of that stuff before I open it in Express. So hopefully this will work the way that I want it to, and if not, then hey, we're working on the fly. We're live. We'll figure it out.
And I'm using Firefly to do some mock-ups of the restaurant that I want to create. I want something that feels like a little less bright. And so I want to do like maybe like, I don't know, dark restaurant, not gonna spell it right, with wood and gold accents, dark wood, low light, and then maybe like glowing blue neon sign. And actually, we could probably put the neon sign in there. Ooh, yes, this is what I'm going for.
Love.
Okay,
love,
we're somewhere.
Love.
Okay, we're somewhere. So we're gonna just upscale we're gonna upscale these, and then I'm gonna use this as kind of just like a vibe for the presentation board that I'm putting together for this imaginary client.
All right, I'm starting to get my my colors together, and I'm just sampling. Like, I think we definitely need this green. I think we definitely need like our bright green. I think that I do also want that purple color, so I'm going to kind of bump this over. And what I'm going to do, I am going to clean it up, make it look slightly nicer, but it's not really that big a deal because we're not going to keep it looking like this once I move into Express. It's going to be organized very nicely. So I'm just gonna duplicate this and drag this over here, and let's grab that purple color. That I think we need that purple color. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, honestly.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh, your tones are so good.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a lot of like random colors also mixed in here, and so I've just kind of sampled from the painting I did. I guess I could put that brown in there, but I'm not really using the brown.
Did you pick those colors individually?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like not gonna be the same, but this just reminded me of a little hack that I can show. Let me look at what your green color is. You're somewhere a little more yellow in this zone. Okay, so if we want to hop over to my screen real quick. So what I like to do is I'll grab the two colors.
You really eyeballed that. That's pretty close.
That I got close, I think. I'll get the two colors that I want, right? You like have this purple and this green. I'll select both of these and then go to Object, Blend, Make, and then go to Object, Blend, Blend Options, and then do Specified Steps and do like 4. And then it will give you like the tones in between.
Nice.
So that you get kind of like the highlight shadow if you do the like Val thing of like, I think a lot of your work is like gradient mappy, where like your highlights are one color, your shadows are one color. And so this is just a fun way to get expanded colors within that palette.
Yes.
So if you need another mid-tone somewhere, you don't have to like eyeball it, you can use the math.
I need to be doing that. And honestly, if I'm not prepared to do it right this moment, but another idea for like another project really is I do like to, I have used Illustrator, but I usually use Illustrator on the iPad if I'm going to use Illustrator. Does Illustrator on iPad have Blend? Do you know?
Ooh, I think
I'm not
it does.
sure.
I'm pretty sure it does.
But it would be cool to be able to like jump in there and do that and then jump into, you know, what I'm doing. Okay, I think that is all that I need for this. I'm going to go ahead and save. And then you can stay over on Andrew's until I pull up Express if you want.
Oh yeah, come on over.
Yeah.
And then somebody asked, is this a real place? No, unfortunately not.
I wish.
We would love for it to be, but it indeed is not. And what I'm trying to do, chat, is I want to just add in some little details of this texture. And so this is just a TIFF file that I created as a bitmap in Photoshop. So I'm gonna kind of crop in pieces, and then I should be able to still come in here and change the color because I want to incorporate this blue somehow. And so I want to do a menu.
Oh, I love that.
Right, so I'm gonna try to do
that so much.
a menu here and see what I can get away with for like adding little pops of color and trying to incorporate some of these like pieces and texture into
Honestly,
the menu.
I'm living for the texture you've got going on here. Like,
it's weird, right?
but it's so good, and I would never have thought to do like such a bright blue with the dark brown because they're not the colors that I personally gravitate towards. But this is great. I feel like it's like, like one of them is really sharp and punchy, and then the other one is like really soft and subtle, like between those two designs you have there, and I love them both equally.
Yeah, and I wonder too if I can do some kind of, ooh, this is a fun idea. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just grab like pieces of this. So I'm gonna create a grid. Ooh, this is a fun idea. I'm gonna create a little grid here, and then, ooh, hold on. Chat, we all saw this, right?
I should just go. I should just go.
We are within a pixel there.
Oh my goodness.
I'm proud of me.
Your eyes are sharp.
Okay.
Andrew.
So we're just, I'm so proud of that. We're going to do this, and what I wanna do, it's gonna be easier if what do I want to, I want to grab like different pieces of this image within.
So that you have tiles of it?
Yes. I want to break the image into, okay, I think I know how I do this.
You can do a little experimenting while I jump into Express.
Yes, go for it, yes.
So I have pulled I've just gone over to Your Stuff in Express. This is Express for iPad. And in my Your Stuff, I have the file that I was just working on in Fresco because it saves as a PSDC. And so I can say create new Express file. I just want, we could do custom size. I think honestly I'm gonna do, yeah, just like a square. So it should open up all of my stuff. Yes. Is it opened it as it's, you know what it's done? It's opened it as a like one solid image. But however, I can fix this by simply exporting the assets that I made in Fresco. This is what I've done most often is export the assets and then drag and drop them into my Creative Cloud app.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the library. So that'll work. So I'll do that while you guys look at Andrew.
Hi, it's me. Vandal saying, I did not know you could change the color of a TIFF bitmap like that in Illustrator. Yep, 100%. I broke this. So what I did, and chat, this also is maybe not gonna work. I just did a image trace on that image because I want to use the Pathfinder tool to break out little pieces of, I'm gonna use divide and then hopefully, okay, so chat, this is gonna be crazy. We are going to expand this. So we have all of these different like vector shapes now. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select all of these. Is this gonna work? I wanna split this into a grid. We're gonna go to our Pathfinder. This is gonna not work. And then we are going to go to divide. Chat, it's thinking about it. Did I fix it? Did it work? Hold on, okay. It worked, it worked, it worked. Yes, okay, so what I wanted to do was basically, oh, it took away all the colors though. Okay, oh no, chat, I'm so stressed. What's the best, chat? There has to be a way for me to cut this into squares to pull out different pieces. All right, doesn't matter, I'm over it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out little clipping masks of pieces of that and then use them as like an accent on our design. As like a brand element to have like pixels kind of floating around as a fun little element. Okay, at this point I've just broken Illustrator because I tried to do too much.
Sometimes that happens. You know,
This
is what I think this is what we meant when we were talking about it's live. That is what happens sometimes when you're live.
All right, we got it. We're back. We're here. Good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to like make copies of this and I wanna grab just little crops pieces, right? And then incorporate them into here. So you can see how like this could be a cool little element if I pull in these different textures, then I can actually just use the direct selection tool to drag this around to a different area.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm not mad about this. I don't think it's great, but I don't like it. I know. I'm like so conflicted. Oh, chat. Sweet little chat.
Okay.
Sweet, sweet chat. Okay,
How much time do we have?
We have
plenty
20 minutes. Plenty of time.
We have plenty of time. Okay.
See if I can
I'm
augment this
try
color.
and do one thing before I jump back over to do some animation. I've had an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I think I can probably get it to do it. I just need to separate.
Val is experimenting, and so am I. I actually think I stumbled on something kind of cool. I did a little overlay on those, and it's allowing me to have like this cool extra color kind of coming through, which is what I want. Okay, here, there, here. Okay, chat, I'm getting less mad. I'm getting much less mad about things.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Uh-huh.
When you begin to feel less enraged at your project?
Yeah, you're like, I hate everything I think I've ever done.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we are not scaling strokes and effects. There we go.
Reload Express, please.
Oh wait, why are we scaling strokes and effects? Happening. What's happening? Oh, I need to scale corners. Okay. Got it. Chat, we got it. I'm trying to just create like a little mock-up here for the logo. Dun-dun, boom, 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 boom. Change it to this color. Okay, cool. Not mad about it. The more I work on it, the more I get mad about all of the pieces. So I'm just gonna keep going and see what happens.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate my image. Like I've got my image, and what I've done is I've created a version of it that's all separated out. All I have to do is duplicate this a few times. I'm going to crop around all my individual elements and animate it that way.
Oh, nice.
So that will kind of take care of my my issue with not having everything separate, but that's okay. Sometimes when you're live, you have to figure out a new way to do things on the fly, and I think that's part of the job description at this point.
Yes, 100%.
Inventing a new way randomly to do your job.
We're innovators, we're inventors, we're pioneers.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes we're really stressed and anxious, but we are also all of those things.
Sometimes. Somebody said, what is on the Hex-Mex logo or menu? That's great. No more Tex-Mex. Hex-Mex.
Mex. Oh my God, I'm putting that on as like the, like the bubbling cauldron, and then Hex-Mex.
That's great. Okay, I'm like rethinking my logo being so thick and together. We're gonna take off the offset path. Okay, that already feels more modern for how I want it, chat. Ooh, maybe we go, hold on, let's do this. Just to make it interesting, because I don't want to be boring. I just feel like it was boring. Okay. And somebody said, doesn't Illustrator have a slice tool? It does, and I was thinking about slice tool and then thought no. I probably could have done the slice tool. Okay, I want to play around with this idea of doing the cauldron bee, but then like stretching the bee this way.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! No, no. Illustrator, drag out a ruler here, see if that helps.
Okay, this is going well. This is going very well.
I'm not mad about that. It doesn't read as a B though. Do I need the letters to be stretchier? Hold on, do I need the letters to be stretchier? The answer is not no.
The answer is not no.
Ooh, hold on chat, we're going somewhere. I love a good, weird, stretchy letter. So we're gonna play around with these to see if we can get... Ooh, that feels cool. I like that.
I like that very much.
Yes.
Very, very much.
Okay, obsessed, love it, big fan. And maybe we can do some variations of the logo that like, maybe this brand just has different variations.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to duplicate this one last time.
Okay. Chat, how we feeling? Any suggestions? Any thoughts? Anything we hate? Anything we love? Let us know. And Val, how's the Express journey coming over there?
Honestly, it's going well. So what I've done is I've started to, you can see I've got like one more version. If you take a look at my layers, I've got actually those cropped and erased, so all of my individual assets are there. And what I'm doing is like, okay, I've cropped it as best I can around the top of the cauldron, and then I just jump into erase, and I just erase that out, say done. So then I have just my cauldron here, and I've kind of lined it up, kind of, sort of. And then for this last one, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm just only going to have the cauldron itself visible, and I'm gonna move this to the side, make sure I've got all of my stuff sort of erased from it. So now everything is isolated. I've got my my color palette up here. I've got my cauldron. I'm gonna put my lid over top, and that's gonna move around a little bit. And then all of our bubbles for our bubbling cauldron are also going to kind of move around. Let's grab all of our little assets, and it should end up being pretty cool if I can. Hello, let me click. Okay, sometimes.
Bubbles.
Yeah. So all my bubbles are separate, and we are going to animate this, but I do first want to add my colors and the fonts that I know that I'm gonna use for this to a brand. So I'm gonna start working on that. Let's see if I can, I think I should be able to, yeah, create a new brand. We're gonna call this Bubbling Cauldron Hex Max. Can I do, oh, I can't do fancy text. Okay, Hex Max.
Yes, and someone's saying, I've just joined. What's going on? Well, that's a great question. Let me inform you. We are doing branding for a restaurant called the Bubbling Cauldron. And Val is doing a more cool version, and I'm doing a more modern. She's doing vintage, I'm doing modern. And so you can see here, I'm working with a lot of like weird, sharp shapes. I'm also working with a lot of like contrast of digital and organic. Lots of wood textures and stuff. And so I'm playing around in Illustrator, and Val is working in Fresco and now Express, going back and forth. So that's what we're creating. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to let us know.
So I've just added all of my colors. Boom. So now I've got my color palette in there, and I want to add them as color swatches too. So I have my color palette, but if I'm not mistaken, and you can let me know if I'm wrong in thinking this, but if you have, I think it's good to have a color palette and color swatches, because color swatches is like, if I say these are the brand colors, then it's gonna like use that color array there if I want to cycle through the brand colors, and then having color swatches of just the individual will help me to change the color of each teeny individual asset as I start adding assets. At least that's how it seems to work for me. I would suggest having both as you kind of work in Express. But I have been having a blast with this, and I love that I can just grab an illustration that I've done for a client or something and bring it in and just take directly from it, which is, I mean, I did do it differently because I was using kind of the flat colors for this particular illustration, but really that means that you can kind of bring in any asset from your client and start creating a brand from scratch right there in Express pretty easily. So I've got all of my colors in here now. I do want to grab my fonts, so I can slide over here to fonts, add fonts, and I'm going to go through all of my fonts and find those that I liked. I liked that adhesive font, which was really cool as a header. And then let's go ahead and add another one, which I don't know what I'm going to, maybe this isn't so bad. Can I pair that with Acumen Pro?
Yes.
I think that would work.
You can pair anything with anything.
Okay.
Those are my rules.
Thank you.
My rule is do whatever you want as long as it's cool.
I am going to, okay, it's set as header and body, but you can also set like, you know, the elements of your brand, whether you want them to be like, this is the header font, this is the secondary font, whatever it is you want to do, you can totally do that. And now we're going to do some stuff and things, which I'm very excited about. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I don't need that. I just need my, why are you doing that, iPad?
Why are you doing that, iPad?
If I go like this, it's pushing it over to the side.
Oh, is there something touching it? Joy-Con drift?
Yeah, basically that's what's happening. Okay, whatever. There we go. I can see it front and center now. That's good enough for me. I'm going to change the background. Let's change my background color to, let's open my brand, Bubbling Cauldron. I'm going to use, what color am I going to use in the background? I think I actually want a brighter color than this because I don't want it to kind of blend into some, well, no, I don't want it to blend. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to go, yeah, the cue kombucha girl decision making. Yeah, that's what that was. I don't know if I,
We're like back and forth if we love our designs or hate them.
Yeah, it really could be either. Maybe I'll do like a more saturated purple for now. I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't know if it looks a little bland, but for now we'll do that. And I'm gonna animate. I'm gonna do like a little teeny tiny, I kind of want it to jiggle around, you know? Like,
okay.
Maybe jitter is a little too, I think bob probably, but not as intense. And I'm gonna move it down so it doesn't really move off of, yeah, it doesn't really come past the top.
Oh, that's nice.
That. And then we're also going to pop in these bubbles. So let's go ahead and do like
bubbles.
My bubbles. Let's go ahead and do like a pop for all of these. Pop and pop.
And we got about 10 minutes left, just under 10 minutes left.
Do we really? That's crazy. Okay.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm bobbing all of them, and I'm gonna move them to be kind of, yeah, so it's really like bubbling in the cauldron. And I am going to then add some text. Add my text. Let's do, will the text look interesting if I put it in a circle with my font that I have? I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna say bubbling. Can I type here, please? Thank you.
Cannot. So over on my screen, if we want to hop over here, I'm just kind of putting together some lockups. I really like this vibe of putting the B as like a larger thing. I had it over here on like a menu, and I liked the idea, but not the application. So I wanted to see what it looked like with just it kind of locked up a little better. And I actually like that a lot better. And so we are going to use that instead and put that up here on our header. And then I'm gonna try to just put together what could be some little like logo mock-ups if we put this together to present to a client. I really like this wood grain texture that we got, and so I'm gonna incorporate that in some ways. It almost reminds me of like an amber kind of look.
Okay.
And so I wanna kind of lock this up here. Oops. Lock this up here as like a little badge that they could use on a website or banners or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, where are my smart guides? Did I turn off my smart guides? Chat, have you ever turned off your smart guides by hitting like the wrong hotkey, which I'm sure that we all do? You can turn them on again by going to View and then going to Guides and turning on your smart guides. All right, so it looks good. I do think that I want to try something real quick. Let's try to ungroup turn off. Did I lose my right-clicking privileges?
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. We got it. Everything's okay, chat. Ungroup. Let's see if we can release that clipping mask. Yes, and then let's put the clipping mask back on the shape. Got it, and then I want to do a color in the background here. Not crazy about my color palette, but it's fine. Okay, I like the contrast here. Chat, how do we feel about this mark? How do we feel about this logo? How do we feel about this contrast? I'm not mad. All right.
I'm loving that.
Right?
I like that all together. I think it looks really, really cool.
I'll play around with some different options here. Huh.
Okay, I'm not a fan of the purple background that I have, which is shocking for me. I know.
You love purple.
I do, but I don't think it's right for this.
Shame.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy. However, let me make sure this is caps.
We got like 3 minutes left, chat. It went by so fast.
Already?
We created some cool stuff, though.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. I feel like I went somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go here, get that one over here. Okay, yeah. All right, chat. Let us know if you have any last-minute suggestions or any feedback or just any thoughts. If you hate our designs, please also
tell us if you despise them.
Tell us the words so that we can go cry later.
Yes.
All right, let me get, how do I want to do this? So I'm gonna try to do a black and white version, chat. Whenever you do a logo, it's always a good idea to have a black and white version. For this one, I do need to reverse some stuff out, so I'm just going to make it and put like a stroke on it to give us that contrast. And then let's go ahead and this can go white, and then all of this is gonna go into a compound path and get knocked out of the background here, boom. And now I have a one color version. All right.
Nice.
Not mad about it. Let's maybe do it in this orange. What is happening there? Oh, okay, I got it. Here we go. All right. Expand, object, expand, got it. Okay, we're gonna make it orange. Not mad. All right, the blue's dead. I really wanted it to be a thing, but it just didn't happen the way I wanted it to.
You know, sometimes that happens. I think that you have created some pretty fabulous stuff today, though. I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. I think that I would be very impressed if I walked into a space that had itself branded just like this. I like that you even have not only like your design, your menu, your logo, all that stuff, but you also have like the ambient space so that I can really feel where,
yes,
like how this all would vibe.
That's what I really like using Firefly for, is like there's a thing in my head that's like a part of the pitch, but not the actual thing. And I want to incorporate it somehow. And I love using Firefly to like generate some of that stuff. Ooh, not mad about that. Let's take this clipping mask though. Okay, so to recap, actually let's look forward before we look back. Coming up a little bit later today, we have more content, just endless amounts of content for you here on Adobe Live. We have myself and my friend Jess are gonna be hanging out, and we're gonna be doing like a little bit of a investigative work, looking at creating some designs based on each other's old files, which would be really cool. So it'd be a good time. Make sure you stick around for that. And then if we want to do a quick recap of what we did today. So we had the bubbling cauldron was what we created branding for. I created branding that was supposed to be warm and modern, and so we can hop over here, create a logo, little type lockup, some like modern pixelated wood textures. We did a little menu cover if we want to have it. And then we also used Firefly to generate some kind of looks at the inside of the building. Val, what'd you do?
I had created like a little animated logo and things for my little bubbling cauldron that was a lot less, we should say, refined, because mine, I've got this and I didn't have time to like put all of it together, but I did illustrate our little restaurant itself. This is the bubbling cauldron. It is a little pop-up shop that doesn't come around very often, maybe once every few centuries. And so kind of creating some cool animated stuff for that, choosing some fonts and things, which you got a lot farther than I did,
we tried.
Obviously, but it was, I had some trouble with my files.
Good work, everybody. So stick around, there's more content coming up for you all throughout the day, and we'll see you again right here on Adobe Live. Bye.
Bye. Today we're gonna be doing like mascot monsters. I love Mothman.
Okay, let's do Mothman.
You guys are gonna see my sketch process. I'm making a new layer for each concept. So make a new layer and then I will select multiple and group them and work within this group. So when I create something that I like, that whole concept is grouped all together and I already have it organized. I just have to keep working within that. The little circle is like him. We're gonna have like this dramatic for his coat, whatever it is. This will come like something like that. I'm wondering if we give it a little dynamic tilt. I'm gonna turn this on a lower opacity. With the lower opacity, I'm able to kind of keep track of what I'm doing. And then I can come in and kind of solidify this a little bit more. As I'm painting, if I double tap that to highlight the center circle, I can then erase with whatever brush I have selected. He needs luscious lashes, I think.
Luscious.
And I don't know that I'm accepting critique on that design choice.
And so I'm just working on just like a little type lockup for us to have to create this kind of like
This is perfect.
collegiate look.
Yeah, this is the vibe.
Yes,
for sure.
100%. Okay, back to you.
I'm trying to decide if he needs a slope for his nose, like so something like this, little nose blushies maybe on that little swoop. I feel like that could be enough. And
it feels like just enough.
Yeah. So I'm also going to start to detail his little coat. Basically over top of it, I will make it a lot more clean.
Okay, this is looking great.
With my lasso, I am going to do kind of a haphazard like outline, and it's gonna look like garbage for a second, and then it won't. So bear with me. We're gonna bring this underneath, and then we're gonna add some color.
Ooh.
I kind of like that.
I like the green outline, and then I wonder even that darker or like the lighter green for the.
Yeah.
This looks great.
Thank you. I wonder if we could just continue that up. I'm thinking one more weird outline around the edge, if that makes sense. Transform this and make it a little thicker. Why not? I'll say continue. I'm going to hide the background, and then I'm going to save, publish and export, come over to my Creative Cloud because I have a library prepared. I'm going to say upload photo from my very normal camera roll, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pop over to Express. Then I should have our PNG. And I'm going to go animation. And we're going to do like a nice little slide in. I think we can change our background color to.
Can you share this document with me?
Yeah.
Because if we are live collaborating, it's super easy on a document that I can put in the type that I've created, and I can copy and paste directly from Illustrator, and then you can keep working there in Express.
It would be cool to have like lines shoot out too, so it looks like it's coming in on like a shooting star streak, and I'm just gonna kind of stack them. All right, so if we have all of these, group those, and then let's go ahead and animate it.
It's there, we did it. Bye, everybody.
Bye!
Shield your eyes. Don't look, Jess, because today we are doing a mystery design session. I don't know what we're calling this.
Mystery design session.
I like
think
it.
That works.
Yeah, design detectives. We're on the case. What we're doing today is we have traded files, but we have not fully traded files. We have traded pieces of files of work that we have completed ourselves to the other person.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be really interesting. So introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hi.
Where do you come from? What do you do?
Hey everyone, I am Jess Goldsmith. I came in from New York, but now I'm in San Francisco. Like not that I live here, like I'm just here
like visiting,
in the moment, yeah. And I don't know, I'm very excited to like make something from the elements of your file and then realize that it was not even remotely close to what you had in mind.
Yes, it's exciting. So if we want to hop over to my screen real quick, we can show kind of what we are looking at. Well, we can't do that because the student, I made a mistake and he's fixing it. So what we're doing is, again, we traded files, but we only have pieces. So this is my crime scene that I need to figure out what happened here. What did we create with these elements? And this was a project that Jess has done in the past, and she has the final project that we'll look at the end. So I'm gonna try to recreate whatever she created that in my brain is saying these pieces are, and then we'll see how far off I got at the end. And Jess, do you wanna look at yours?
Yeah, and it seems like we both used a grid, which is pretty fun for everybody. These are the pieces of your previous design that you made, and you know, I'll just get into it and try to read your mind and figure out what you thought was happening and what I think is happening.
Okay, so we each have given a couple clues here. We have some color schemes, we have some design elements, and we each have like a font in there, which is funny because I think that we did like the same, to where we left you like a font, we left like some colors. And so looking at these pieces, do you have any ideas where you want to try to take it to start off with?
Oh my gosh, okay. It seems like it might be like an ad banner or like a LinkedIn banner thing that's like prompting people to learn maybe like something with, I don't know, learn Adobe something.
Okay, cool. So with yours, I definitely think that we're going to, like, if we hop over to my screen, to me, it's giving me Florida travel poster.
Oh.
Like that I'm going on vacation and this is gonna like sell me on. Actually, maybe we should do Orange County. I am going to Disneyland tonight.
Oh, that's
And so
fun.
maybe we do Orange County, which is crazy to say right now that I just woke up and I'm streaming and I'm going to Disneyland tonight. But we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a travel poster for Orange County, I think.
That's fun.
And
I'm also doing that.
try
No,
to
I'm
get
kidding.
cool. Yeah, everyone's doing travel posters for Orange County. Okay, so we're gonna hop in and I guess kind of just get started, and we'll go back and forth between our screens. I am in the light mode. You are in dark mode, so
Yes.
easy way to distinguish between there. And let's hop it. Where are you going to start?
I think I'm just gonna start with figuring out how I want the background to look, which I know that the larger piece is the orange, but I don't know, like maybe I wanna work with the pink and do, ooh, I'm gonna go like retro, like old school Windows theme.
Ooh,
you know?
wait, that's so fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
It's really fun because I know what it is, and
You're
just
like, not even close.
yeah, no, chat, you can vote. Chat, do you want to see now what the finals are and we'll close our eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you want to wait till the end and have them revealed? Chat, we'll let you, if you want to see what they are now so you can see how far away we're getting from them, let us know. Or if you want to wait till the end for a big reveal and it's more fun that way, let us know if you want to do it that way as well. Okay, love the vibe that you're already going for so much.
I like, ooh. Maybe we could switch over to Andrew's screen
so
for a
I
second,
want to.
because I like what you're doing
I'm
too.
thinking that like I want to do the like straw and the orange, and then maybe I want to do like a couple different pieces here of like campaign, and I think that I want to have some taglines that use these stickers, and so it can say like, I think county, C-O-N-T, there we go. Okay, so I want to do like some different badges like this that kind of show, that are like 3 different ads maybe we'll do. And everyone's saying wait till the end. Okay, we'll wait till the end. That's fine. And someone said Andrew's missing a piece. What am I? Oh,
there you go.
There is a little top of the orange that goes right here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing around with these pieces, and you just have this color here. This is throwing me off a little bit. That's okay. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. This is fun.
We have to use all of the elements, right? Like that.
Yes, you have to incorporate all the elements into what you're creating, 100%.
Okay.
Okay, so you are already on your way.
I'm on my way. We can also add elements, though. No.
Oh yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be such a boring stream.
Imagine.
Okay, so oh wait, hold on. How did you do this? What is this?
Oh, I use the repeat tool, the grid repeat tool. So like, if I'm ever trying to create a grid or a pattern that's super, super, super simple, I just go with that because then I don't have to go through the entire process of creating a pattern. So I just made a little square and just repeated the entire thing.
That's so smart. That is so
you.
smart. I like that. Okay, so I want to do like a little like blueprint paper kind of vibe.
Oh, I like that.
On the background.
I do like that.
And maybe we can have like, we could say like, build your dreams in Anaheim, California.
Ooh.
Orange County. Is Anaheim in Orange County? Let's say yes.
I'm not from here.
I know. I know. I asked the New Yorker. Okay. Okay, we're going somewhere, and I don't want to use all of these pieces, but I do want to incorporate like some of these elements, especially this font. Chlorine large.
Yeah, I just thought it was so fun and funky.
Yes, and that's the last straw. It was, and then I duplicated the artboard.
The last straw.
It was. That's funny. Okay, so you're making like a Windows vibe, right?
I'm doing a Windows vibe. I think that the title of it is gonna be like learn Adobe, and then like throughout that I'm just gonna kind of like figure out what I want people to learn.
Cool.
Learn Adobe or else.
Oh,
I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna add an or else.
I just spelled Grettings. So if you'd like to, Grettings from Orange County. And we're kind of going classic wave. I like the effect that you had that was like the warped text, so I'm gonna play around and keep doing that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of warping text. I think it's just fun. And if you don't outline it, then it just stays editable, and you can just change whatever it says in there. I think I might have outlined it when I did it.
Oh. Ooh.
I like that a lot.
I do too. I want to put some like shadow stuff on it.
Okay, but imagine you use that as a clipping mask and then you like,
do like illustration in it?
Yeah, inside of it.
Yes. Okay, so I am familiar with Jess's style. And so like I'm thinking about like what type stuff would she do? Like what kind of like type tricks would she do? Definitely a lot of shadows. There's like a lot of like perspective type, which I learned a new trick, which I will come back to later on the stream. But I'm gonna do like an appearance panel little funness here. And we are going to add in a fill of white. And then we're going to add in a stroke of black. And I might change these colors because it seems like you have like better colors going on. Okay.
Yeah, get the colors.
Yeah, I do. I do have better colors. And then what I'm gonna do is I am just going to take the fill and we're going to make another fill that's going to be black, and we're gonna put it behind all of that stuff. So if you're using the appearance panel, it stacks those layers. And so I'm putting it at the bottom so that it doesn't like show up anywhere else. And I want to add a transform. So we're gonna go to effects, we're gonna go to distort and transform, we're gonna do transform, and then I want it to go like down 1 pixel and then left 1 pixel. Oops.
I love a transform. Love the transform tool.
We're going to do copies. We're gonna do like 30, and that's how you get this like cool little shadow. Let's do maybe 10. Let's do maybe 15. Let's do 20?
Whatever.
Let's do 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got this cool long shadow kind of vibe. And this is where I wanna start building and piecing these together. Is like the straw like goes over the greetings.
Yeah,
and then maybe
the
we
overlap
have,
of it all.
Yeah, okay. Where are you going?
Right now, I took that little like doodle line and I put it inside of a clipping mask to kind of give a wave. What is that? Like just putting the screen like in half, but it has like a little wave as the breaker.
Are you blobbing?
I'm blobbing.
Oh, okay. Can you show us how to use the blob tool? Because that is not a tool I ever use.
I wasn't blobbing. Sorry. I thought you were just using a silly word.
Oh. You're deleting anchor points.
I'm just deleting the points, yeah. I could blob if you need me to.
No, that's fine.
I could be blobbing.
we could be blob. We're blobbing on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a gradient here. This is really fun to try to figure out like what you're doing. And so gradient here, it looks like you have a freeform gradient.
Oh, I was like looking at the screen.
Sorry,
yes.
that's the, oh wait, this is so fun.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have the Learn Adobe thing, and then I just like put this in half, but now I'm feeling like these colors are all like a little bit disjointed, so I want to like add these same colors back into the design. So like the white is just throwing me off completely, so I'm gonna add like the pink, and I do want to make the heart a little bit threatening. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a face on it, but I'm gonna make it angry and then say, learn Adobe or else.
I want that like just out of context. I kind of want to make the heart a little angry.
Little threatening.
Also, yeah, me every time I'm eating pepperoni pizza.
So upset.
I just want to make my heart a little angry.
That's great.
Okay, this is fun. And you illustrate a lot in your work.
I do.
What kind of tools do you, are you a pen tool? Are you pencil tool? What tools are we using?
You won't catch me dead using the pen tool.
Okay.
I use pencil to like make the general shape, and then I use the curvature tool to kind of clean it up a bit. But I don't like the pen tool. It could be because I'm like exclusively on the trackpad.
Okay.
Maybe that's it, and it just doesn't feel natural for me to use. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like I'm not into it.
Okay, I learned something. If we want to hop over to my screen, I'm going to teach everyone something real quick. I learned this from, I think, Paul. What you can do is within your panel of colors right here, right? I have my 2 colors. You can simply click and drag on these colors. So you can select multiple colors. Ooh. Actually, we got it here. Oops. So you can select multiple colors here, and I'm just holding Command to grab multiple colors, and then you can drag them down onto the gradients, and it will create a gradient of those 2 colors.
Oh, I think, that's new,
It's
right?
new, yeah. And so if I want all
feature.
3 of these colors, I can grab all 3 and drag them down, and it will make a perfect gradient for me of all 3 colors.
I love that.
Which is just so cool.
That's so cool.
Big fan. And then I'm gonna save it back into my palettes, and now I can make this type the gradient that I want it. Okay, cool.
Amazing.
Greetings. Okay, I'm not mad about this. We're getting somewhere. Or not.
No, you are.
Okay, good.
You
yes.
are.
We're winning, chat. And someone's saying, I know orange only for the earthquake that happened recently. Which one and when? They happen all the time.
This morning or yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, which one of those? I live on the 4th floor of a building, and so I am shaking and grooving quite frequently.
That's so spooky, and
it's not fun.
Yeah, we had an earthquake in New York, obviously like nothing compared to here, not too long ago, and I thought it was just like a big truck driving by my building, and it was just like a little shaky, and then apparently everybody felt the big truck going by their building, and wasn't a truck.
Okay, I need like an actual, I need the straw to be in front of the type, but I don't want too much. Okay, that's good. And then I want to grab this over, and eventually, chat, I think I'm gonna make like multiple things, but I wanna get like one really locked in first, and then I'll be happy. Ooh, I also need to like put a stroke. I already changed your illustration style, but we're going with it.
Oh, that's fine. You do what you need to do.
I'm a stickler for like putting black strokes on things.
I've been very into that lately too.
All the elements just give it. I don't know. It just like does something for me. Okay. Hold on. Is this a freaking brush? You're crazy.
Okay, so it's not a brush, but I guess it could be used as one.
It's like, but it's like it's a calligraphy.
I used the
width tool.
I used the width tool, and then it just turns it into like the pen.
Magic. So you went over here and went to the width tool, and you can see that it grabs. You can see the points popping out there with the width tool. That's really cool. That's a great idea. And then it turns it into the January one. Which one in January? There's so many. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to.
Spooky.
Spooky. This is fun. I'm not mad about what I'm doing, and I think that I'm like kind of close. I don't think that I'm not close.
You're not
the answer.
You're not. Okay. I will say you were correct in that being an orange.
Okay.
I'll give you a clue with that.
Love that.
I think I'm pretty far off.
You're actually not.
Oh. Okay.
But you don't know that yet.
Threatening auras.
Yes. Okay, where's my, why is this, what is happening?
Well, what do you have? Right now I'm using your grid and just like doubling it up so I can use it almost as like a background.
Oh, it's because the gradient is in there. I'm trying to put a stroke on the straw. But it has like a gradient mesh in it, and so it's not letting me do the stroke on it. What noise is this? How are you getting this noise?
I made this a while ago. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It could be that what did I do? What have I done?
What have I done? Okay, you are...
I'm still doing my thing over here.
Okay. And I, too, am still doing my thing.
I love doing our things.
Okay, I got scared and couldn't figure it out, so I'm just going to image trace this so that I can have like a clean version of it.
Nice.
I need to put a stroke on it, and it wouldn't like add the black stroke that I want.
I hear ya. It happens.
Okay, expand. Let's get all the white, kick it out. Perfect. Here, got it. There, here. And let's throw a, yay, we did it. We got the black stroke on it.
Yay, team.
Okay, and now I want to, like, how do you do, chat, how do you do like a, like piercing? Like I want this to look like it's like piercing into the orange here. How do I do this?
Do you want my help?
I'm gonna do this the most wrong way. Let me take a shot at it.
There's no wrong way.
There's no wrong. Thank you. Wow.
No
Affirmations today.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would do, chat, is I would make a copy of this. I'm gonna paste it on top. Then I'm going to make a copy of the puncture, make a copy of the straw, and we're gonna make a clipping mask. Okay. Not wrong, not wrong. Hold on, not wrong. I'm going to then grab another clipping mask around the top straw. This is so imaginary.
But it works. If it works, it works. That's the thing. There you go. That looks really good.
That's it.
Okay, thanks for watching.
Yes, we did it. And someone said, isn't there an orange slice too? Yes, Keys, there is. I've been ignoring it. If you're just joining us, what we're doing is we have swapped files, but these files are not completed files. They are files with pieces missing, and we're trying to investigate what could this have been. And then at the end, we are going to reveal the product that we created.
Yes.
So Jess is creating off of a file that I gave her, and I have the final project. So we'll see how far we got away.
Yeah.
And someone's saying, Jess, we're having withdrawals from no making decisions this week?
I am, actually, but I will be back on Tuesday.
Yay!
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into Project Neo again, so make sure to
Neo.
watch.
Big
Yes.
fan, big Neo fan.
Me too. I've been really enjoying it. I did a Project Neo episode last week, and then a couple of days ago I had a dream that I was designing something specific in Neo. I don't know if does that ever happen to you guys where like it's not a dream where you're doing anything, you're just looking at like your Adobe Illustrator screen and elements are coming in. So I had a dream about Neo and I'm like, I guess I should just make the thing I dreamed about.
Oh.
Does that not happen to you? Am I alone in this?
Sometimes I have like ideas for things when I'm sleeping and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was such a good idea. And then I wake up and go make it.
Yeah, this is more of like just my dream is me creating the thing.
Okay, sure, let's put it
I wanted to use, I accidentally did not connect to the internet and I wanted to use Retype tool to get these fonts.
We can do that. It's right there. Jacob can help you with that.
Oh, amazing.
We can flip to my screen and I will show you all of the secrets.
And then we'll go to Retype tool.
Boom, yes, cool. Okay, so chat, you are saying that I am missing this lemon, this wedge. Oh, and there's a sticker too. Okay, we need to do the sticker and put the sticker on the orange. Let's do that. So let's do like sticker here, and then this is going to, actually maybe it's down in the corner, maybe this way. And we're gonna have it say, let's do OC. So let's do OC. And we're gonna let's use that font. Oh, do we want a pairing, chat? Let's do a pairing. Let's do a pairing font to kind of contrast with this. So we have Chlorine Large is the font that we were using. So let's try using Chlorine. Oh, interesting. Why is it not?
Is pairing a font an option that I didn't know about?
For what?
Like,
Oh,
does Adobe give you options?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to,
You might not have, if you, maybe you didn't download.
oh, is it just
font.
white? Hold on.
Oh, Oh, because it's in.
Because it's in a, I didn't think that it would change that. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's in a warp, you can't use the eyedropper tool. So let me take the warp off.
Well, you can double click in there and then change it. But I don't know if you'll be able to do eyedropper.
Oh, yes.
Well, let's try.
Actually, here, let's just do this. There, okay. So I just copied and pasted it, and let's eyedropper. There we go. We got it. We did it, y'all.
Yay.
All right, and let's put this down here. Ooh, the C really looks like a G. Okay, we're gonna do a different font here.
I know.
And something that is similar. I'm gonna go to my decorative fonts, and like, I know that there are like some weird wonky ones, and so I'm gonna play with something that's like a little bit bubbly. Well, actually, let's do this. Ooh, that's fun.
That is cute. I do like that.
Oh, C, baby. The 605 927. Chat.
What are you trying to
say? Can somebody look up the area code
Oh.
for Orange County? I was trying
thought you kind of were just
Yeah, I was trying
saying.
to. No, I was trying to like shout it out, and I couldn't think of any actual things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, shout out to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, baby. Okay. 92705. That's the zip code. What's the area code? Like if I'm trying to get a call in. The 714 area code, baby. That's it. 714. Okay, so I'm like going somewhere. I'm not like crazy about where I'm going, but it's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Yes. Okay, greetings from Orange County. Let's do from in Orange County on there. All right, where are you going? Yours is looking so much fun.
Thank you. I'm just here, and now that I have the internet back up, you guys ever heard of the internet? I'm gonna go to the retype tool to find out what font this is. So, can I do edit text? Let's do match font. Okay, why is it not? Here we go. And then.
Oh, that one?
Oh, it says unable to process. Oh no.
Ooh, try to make it black.
Okay, let's do.
What font is that? I think I know
maybe
what
edit
font that
text.
is.
Maybe if I match font.
Let's see. It's hard because it's one letter.
I know. That might be it. Unable to process. Okay.
Okay, chat.
It's definitely not Japanese.
Let's go to chat because chat might be able to guess it. Chat, what font is that T? The E is for sure not the same font.
No.
What font is the T? I think that chat, we can guess this. It's got nice little bubbly edges.
I feel like I know it.
A signature of this font is that it actually doesn't have any straight lines in it. Every line is curved. So if you want to take a guess, chat, please help us.
I really feel like I know it, and I can't think of the name of it. But I know, obviously, it's either, is that considered a slab serif?
Yeah.
I think it's slab, right?
Ooh, this is fun. And we can filter over here. And somebody says, so you can filter it through, and someone is saying, ooh, somebody has the right answer. Oh. Actually, 4 people have the right answer.
Oh, Cooper, yes.
It is Cooper.
Yes,
it is indeed Cooper.
Whoop.
Why are my all caps turned on? How do I turn this off? Does this font only have caps? What is happening?
Oh, might be. I love in all caps.
I do too. Oh wait, yes, it does only have all caps. Okay, that's fine. I had like another sign paintery. I need lowercase, but I want like a sign paper.
Oh no, I got the I got the wheel of death. Oh, okay, I'm good.
She's back. Okay. Chat, I need a sign paper kind of thing, so I'm gonna go to Adobe Fonts and we're going to do like sign painter and see what happens. I might need to do that as 2 separate words. Sign painter. Oh, okay, let's do this. CC sign language. So we can add these fonts here in Adobe Fonts, and then they will show up. Oh, Ed's Market. That's actually the one I was looking for. Okay, so Ed's Market. Wait, it definitely has lowercase.
In your font, you might be clicking. Oh, maybe that's only Photoshop.
What is happening? Chat, type glyphs.
Oh.
There's no lowercase. Oh, maybe I have a different
OMG.
like version of it synced. Like maybe I don't have the full versions. Okay, that's fine. We're going all caps. We're going all caps. It's happening. Greetings from, and then let's do, let's do like the OC. Or let's just do Orange County. Does it go the other way? Does this whole thing go the other way?
Wait, what are you
Like,
looking for?
I'm just trying to think of like how I want this to lay out. So like,
Oh, okay.
does this go this way? And then it has like greetings from, and then we do Orange County on the left.
But then what are you?
I hate this. No.
Okay,
Okay.
well.
There we go. Thank you.
No, I like this better. I like
Yes.
this better.
Okay. We're going somewhere.
Also, the leaf is so small. Like, I think it's so cute that the leaf is just tiny.
Just tiny little leaf. It's a big orange. Orange County has
Huge.
Yes.
It's the size of a county.
Okay. It's an orange the size. You've heard of James and the Giant Peach.
Now
well, have
you've
you heard
heard
of
of
Orange County? It's crazy. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and do greetings from. Yeah, sure. Let's do Orange County.
I like that font a lot. It's giving like a vintagey vibe.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I need. Ooh, wait. What are these? They're little pieces. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. I have all of these synced. Why are they not showing up?
Are your
Ed's Market. Ed's Market.
do you have your what's it called selected? Your filter.
Oh.
Filters might be yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Ed's Market. There it is. Okay. You were correct. Orange County. And let's see within Ed's Market if there is anything. Ooh, I don't mind a little scripty script.
Yeah. I do need to find out what font this is as well.
Oh.
I don't know if I'll be able to. So
I don't think you can have that font.
okay, so you can't have that. That's not for
That's
you.
not
actually.
a font for you.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm gonna do something a little silly with it. I'm
Okay.
gonna use this E.
Please do.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the E.
Okay. All right. I do think that I'm like. I don't think that I'm. I think I'm pretty far off.
You're not. I mean, you're not that far off.
Okay, we're just gonna do Orange County here. I'm having trouble like balancing this.
When I have trouble with that, I always just add in like little motifs, so like little stars, sparkles.
Oh,
little
okay.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do yeah, like some like little stickery thingies. Okay.
Yeah. Big fan of that. I'm also lately I've been, and if you watch Making Decisions, then you know, like just a fan of like unhinged design.
Yes.
That's what I've been on lately. Just like, does this make sense or like go according to the regular rules of design? No? Okay, great. Then I'm doing it.
Big time maximalism. Just
Maximalist, but like insane.
okay. Orange County, and then let's do. Oh, maybe it's okay, maybe this goes over here. Chat, you were really excited about this being a thing. We also need to put the stroke on it. There we go. Oh,
I like it with the stroke.
I do too.
I like it with the stroke and that gradient. That's pretty cool. Okay, Paco told me not to point it out because if I pointed it out, then everyone would know. But my eye has been tearing the entire time, and I'm not crying in case you guys see me wiping my face. I'm so upset.
I am. If you see me, I am crying.
I'm crying.
Yes.
Andrew's been really mean to me. And I'm
here, do we have
upset.
tissues? Oh yeah, there are tissues in that box right there.
Oh, there are. Okay, amazing.
Okay, so we're going somewhere. I'm excited to see where we land on
Am I
these.
even like a little bit close?
Yeah, you're actually not too far off.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You're doing great, sweetie. You're
doing amazing.
You're doing amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna do some stars, I think.
Star tool.
Oh,
no?
yeah.
I love the star tool.
Okay, I'm gonna show like 9 different ways to make stars right now. Okay, let me put a stroke on this. Okay, everything needs to have this like black stroke. I don't know why I chose this motif, but we're here now, and that's what it's gonna be.
The black stroke?
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a fan. Black strokes on design, groundbreaking.
Okay. The shade. Okay.
No, I really do like it.
Looks good. I actually want this to go over the straw. Is this gonna be possible to do? I'm gonna break everything. Okay, so then I need to grab these and pull them back. Okay, that worked. Okay, we have some dimension. Dimension! Hooray!
Wait, the whole thing is going through the straw, like the little circle.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No.
No, it's not.
Wait, oh, okay, that's just because this, okay, what do I need to do here? I'm going to just erase it? Is that not the wrong answer? That's not wrong.
No, there's no wrong answers. And like, I don't even mean that in like a silly, cheesy way. It's just like, as long as you're able to make the design work, like that's pretty much all that matters.
She works. Okay, cool. I don't know what happened here. Part of this stroke hit the meter limit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just change this. There we go.
Does anyone really know what meter limit is?
So,
what is it?
Meter limit is how sharp a corner is, and once you hit it, it cuts it off. So
the more you know.
With this shape, this is a really sharp corner. And so as we brought it down to like 4,
okay.
I don't know what the number is, but it's too tight of a corner. So as I bring it up, you'll see when I go to 5,
okay.
it is now giving me the corner on there.
Okay.
And so if I wanted to, I could round that corner,
yeah.
and then the meter limit goes away.
Like,
because
okay.
so it's basically how sharp a corner is. It will cut off and bevel the edge instead of making it pointed.
The more you know.
Yeah.
We learn so much. We learn so much.
Okay, great. I'm not mad. I do want to do some fun stars.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
In myself. We have about 20 minutes left, and so we are going to fill all of that time. I'm not mad about this.
I'm not either. I think
it's
it's cute.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Once you're done with the design, all you have to do is add a grain on top of everything, and it's perfect.
Uh-huh.
That's just the rule.
Yes.
That's just the rule. I didn't make the rule. It just is.
Oh, I have something locked. Let's unlock everything. And then I just want to mask this in so I can get a look at like what it actually looks like. Ooh, this is fun. I'm not mad about it at all. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that looks good. By the way, I probably should have said this in the beginning. It didn't need to be a square artboard. That's just kind of like what I had up, but you're doing well with it.
That's where we are now.
Yeah. I mean, it's too late.
Okay,
it's all over.
Are these strokes both? Yes. Okay. No? Do I need this one?
I'll never
Yes.
tell.
Okay. Secrets.
Secrets with Adobe.
Okay. Orange County. I am going to put some fun little stars on here. Okay, star tool. Yes, we can use the star tool. We can come over here. Which star tool do you use? Actual star tool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Star tool.
So
It's a live shape.
here's some hacks with the star tool. If you need to make a triangle, what's a triangle? It's a 3-pointed star. Just put 3 in here, and then you'll have a funky triangle. You need to make the other options the same, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But it is a live shape, so if I wanted to, I can put in more.
I love it so much.
And I do want to do a nice little 5 there. We can pull in how pointy we want the star to be. I think that
and like
is...
the sharpness. Oh, is that what you said?
Yes.
Pointy? Oh, okay.
Yep, and so then you can like round it out. We can do a reverse
Oh,
star.
no, I meant like the actual points you can
Oh, yes.
turn to
And
like
we
a
can
rounded corner.
round
I guess.
those.
Yeah, corners.
Want to something cool? So if you can do this, and you can also hit up and down arrows, and you can have
I didn't know that.
different versions. Ooh, maybe let's do little like gobstopper shapes.
I like that a lot.
This is the eternal gobstopper.
I'm big fan.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Eternal, everlasting.
Everlasting. Eternal gobstopper. Eternal gobstopper. Okay, this needs to have less of a stroke on it. Oh, and I need to scale my corners. Okay, so I need to scale corners and I need to scale strokes and effects. And I hit Command or Control K there to do that. And someone said, yes, it looks like Carl's Jr. I agree. So let's do these
I'm gonna add in stars too. I
Oh,
saw
you know
Andrew's
what?
using stars on Adobe Illustrator, so I use stars on Adobe Illustrator.
That's great. Okay, let's pull these.
Good for you.
Around. I'm so proud of you and the work that you're doing. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of those, and then I also wanna do just like an actual star, and we're gonna do...
You could just put a picture of me in there if you're looking for an actual star.
Hold on, let me just, I can airdrop you like a picture of me if you need a star. Okay, so I'm gonna do like yellow stars, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to grab this here, and I think that this gradient is like 3 colors. This is a freeform gradient, isn't it? What did you do with this gradient? Okay.
I did this so long ago. I was just looking for a file that I had that I thought would be fun, and turns out I was wrong, so.
What is this gradient, and why? It's a clipping mask? Why is it clipping? Oh, it's a freeform gradient. Okay, I don't want it to be freeform. That's fine. Do I? No. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to put a stroke on it. Okay, so we're gonna put a stroke on it, and then we are going to increase the size of that stroke a little bit. And then what I wanna do is I want to shift these colors to be more yellow. So I can select this object over here if we wanna pop back to my screen.
Oh, I didn't realize we were on my screen.
Oh, no, we're good. And I can go to Object. I can go to, no, I can go to Edit, Edit Colors. Get over here. Edit, Edit Colors. And then we are going to go to Adjust Color Balance. And just like Photoshop, I can take down the reds. We can turn on our previews. And so we can see what it's going to look like. So I want to have like more of a yellow star, but still with that gradient. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that looks good. And then I am going to turn this into a brush.
Like a scatter brush?
Uh-huh, you know exactly where I'm going with this. And so I'm going to select this, go up to brushes, click on new, go to scatter brush, hit okay. What? Oh, it's the freeform gradient. All right, that's fine.
Oh,
hold on.
It does. Well, I guess you could take the gradient off and then add them on individually, but that might be...
Was it the scatter brush? Yeah, okay, hold on. All right, we're just gonna do a yellow color. Let's go ahead, hold on, what are we gonna do? Sure.
Andrew, while you're figuring that out...
Yes, to your screen.
Yeah, well, to my screen, but also other than Illustrator and Photoshop, I need like 2 other Adobe products that I'm gonna do like the logos in this area. So if you guys can just drop your favorites, let me know.
Ooh, what's your favorite?
Illustrator.
Okay.
Yeah, I live and die by Illustrator. I'm gonna take the zigzag and instead of using it for what it is, I'm going to kind of like pattern it out and do like a whatever this is. I don't know.
I'm doing
I don't know what I'm calling this, like some sort of border, maybe? And I'm gonna make it one, oh, it didn't create one shape, but that's okay. I think I can fix that. Can I? Yep. Just make that all one shape, one love. And let's make it a bit squiggly. That's funky, I like it. I think what I want to do here, this looks like bric-a-brac, you know, the like material border that everyone used in the 90s, and if you don't, then congratulations on not using retinol. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I think I want to make some sort of like interesting pattern with the blend tool. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but I just feel like it would look really cool. So I'm going to use this color, and maybe I'll leave that white and just add the border back on it. This stroke, sorry, back on that. Bump that up, and I'm going to select these 2 and then go to Object, blend, make. Whoa, that is so many instances.
Whoa.
So I'm just gonna go to blend options and bring that down. Specified steps, yeah, there's 143. Let's do 50. Let's see how 50 look. That's cool. Maybe less, maybe 30. Okay. That's cool.
Oh, that's a fun little pattern.
I know. I don't know how I can use this to make any sense. But
I don't know why,
yeah.
but it is here and it's
Yeah.
happening.
Like, I might not use it, but I do like the idea of it. Like, maybe it's something that I can use in a different design, if not here. And let's turn this to white. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Ooh, I'm not mad about this.
Yeah. Maybe I take the stroke off. Well, if I take the stroke off, will it... Oh, look at that. It's like, looks like a curtain. I like that.
That's a fun texture.
Yeah. Let's find a way to use it. Okay. People are loving InDesign, Dimension. Oh, somebody's deep into Dimension lately, building out renderings for for board games. That's really cool, Chris.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I am playing around with my brushes. I created a scatter brush with these stars. And I'm kind of just playing around with...
Oh my God. That looks so good.
Like where they go in the design. I think it's pretty fun. And then I'm gonna kind of just move, and I created the scatter brush and then I expanded them so that they're all individual. And that way I don't have like, I can kind of go in and manually change things if I need to put one like here. I don't want one over my text. So once you create your scatter brush, you can go in and manually make changes to what those look like.
Really like that.
Okay,
cool.
Fun. I'm not mad about where we're going with this.
I'm not mad at it either. I really like that. Like
it feels like a little Jess. Like I feel like I'm.
It is because there's so many stars. You got like that drop shadow thick text. Like I don't know if this feels Andrew. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if mine feels Andrew, but that's okay.
We'll find out. So if you're just joining us,
like,
what we're doing is we are trying to recreate work from the other person. And I have the final project of that actually opened on my computer. Okay. I do. No, it's fine. You can't see it. Okay. I have it open on my computer.
We're not showing it to anyone yet.
Yes. So at the end of the stream, I will be showing what this project actually was. And Jess will show me what she actually created with her elements, and we can see how far off we got, or how we reinvented the work of another person.
Like that. I like that. Big fan.
Ooh, can I take this to Express? Should I try to express some of this?
I think that could be pretty cool.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, chat, is I am just going to, I'm gonna put this on a new document. I'm gonna make a new document just so I can have a clean one. And we're gonna make it, I think 7 inches by 7 inches is where you started.
Yeah, you can.
So we're gonna go 7 by 7.
Is the logo for Dimension DI? I'm gonna pretend it is.
Yes. Dimension. Adobe Dimension.
And
I don't know.
ID is InDesign.
Yes. ID is InDesign, yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna save this just as greetings. And then I'm going to take it over into Express. And there's a lot of weird stuff happening with this file, so I'm curious how Express is gonna handle it, but I think you can probably get close.
Yeah, we'll see. Dimension is green. I'm just talking colors to myself.
Oh, this is so fun.
It's cute. It almost looks like a hotkey pad.
Oh, DN, you're right.
Oh, DN.
Cody was right, DN.
Yes. DN. Not wrong. Okay, cool. Let's add a fresco in here. I think that's also blue.
All right, it loaded these pretty well. Did a little bit of weird stuff over here with this type having an outline on it.
Oh yeah. Did you outline the type? But I like it like that. That looks cool.
I don't mind the little misprint. Okay, so what I want to do for sure is just grab, actually, should we just animate all and see what happens? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to animation, we're gonna go to animate all, and we're gonna have everything pop out. Here we go. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, there are too many objects to animate all. Okay, cool. That's fine. I do want to have all these stars spin. And so can I put animation on all of these selected objects, or will it animate them together? Let's find out. Animation, I want them to spin. Oh, the strokes are separate. Oh.
Maybe, okay. Here, how's this?
Oh, everything's so separate.
Let's go back
So separated.
to Illustrator and just take the stroke off of the stars and then resave it, and then you'll just have the stars and like,
Okay.
it won't be perfect.
I don't want to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why does it break the...
I'm so sorry that this happened to
Oh
you.
yeah, it takes all of the different pieces. Oh, it made all the letters individual too. Okay. Okay, there's a lot that happened here. Let's do this, chat. What do I want to do? Part of me kind of wants to
Give up.
give up. Yeah. Actually, no, let's do this. Okay. So we've got like probably 3 minutes left before we need to do our like
Final reveal.
Final reveal. So let me take us back to where we started. So chat, we started here. Yes, I know about the star tool. We started here with all of these different pieces. We got a bunch of different like elements, and I don't know what this was supposed to be. So I pieced these together and decided that I wanted to create a like greeting card, greetings from Orange County. And so this is where I landed. And Jess, are we ready for a reveal?
Yeah, we can do a reveal.
Okay, so let's do the reveal. Drum roll, please. This is where I landed with the elements that Jess gave me. Jess, what was the actual product?
Woo!
There we go.
Yay!
Oh my gosh, okay.
You weren't that far off.
I wasn't that far off.
This was just, you know, we got some more. I didn't put everything in there
Yes.
because I wanted to see, like, you know,
Yep.
you would guess.
I do feel like
You got the stars?
I got the stars. I do feel like I got the like text shadow style. I think I captured like the essence.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Definitely captured the essence.
Okay, we did good. And do we have side by side cam? No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we did pretty good there. Trying to recreate. There we go. Okay, let me move this over here. So you can see there, this is what I created. That's what Jess had.
I think I like yours better.
And we got, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And someone said the snap texture on the oranges is dope. I agree. Can we zoom in on like the textures that you have in there? Because it's really nice.
I don't, like I said, I don't remember what I did. I think I just used,
Like a noise.
yeah, like a noise, and then I used the clipping mask on the noise because, you know, sometimes it gets like that weird like grainy edge. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so Jess, take us through where you started
Okay.
and where you landed.
I don't have the starting image.
Oh, that's fine. I do.
Oh, you do. Okay, amazing.
Okay, so over here this is where Jess started with all of these different elements, little pieces, and then we can show in the split screen what you ended up creating. Okay, so you created like this, like very cool. How would you describe this?
Like retro?
Yeah.
Retro?
Feels retro.
Retro-y, stickery,
Yes,
90s.
this would be so fun to animate in Express.
Yeah, I'll do
So
it.
you got like unbelievably close.
Really?
This was for a event for students, and this is what the branding was. So you got
I was
really close.
Okay, I feel good about it.
Yep, and we had this kind of
I
like
love that.
vintage 90s look. It was a little bit more on like the light side with pops of color,
Yeah.
and you went like pops of color with like pops of light.
Yeah.
But like you even got the little like pop out banners with the shadow. Like
yeah,
that's the thing that got me.
That looks, I like that, this branding though. That's pretty cool.
Yes, you killed it in this. Also, chat, if you ever want a really good script, this
Yellowtail, right?
Yellowtail.
Yeah.
It is the best script that could possibly be scripted.
It's also, it's so legible.
It's so legible, and it has like good like character.
Yeah,
like it has
personality.
Like it has a lot of personality to it. Yes. And what I did here, actually, chat, you want a little pro tip? Let's do this. All right, back to my screen. So if you have a style that you like. So I had that style with Yellowtail to where I had like the outline on it and the drop shadow. Is what I did was...
Save it?
Yes. So what we did is we actually used the appearance panel to just kind of build out a graphic style. So what we did is I went here and we went to the appearance panel. I turned off the stroke and the fill and then re-added them over here. I don't know why it functions differently, but it functions very differently for some reason.
Yeah.
And so we picked like this yellow, and then for the stroke.
I think because it's layered. You're putting the stroke under it, and then it gives it like that, you know.
The little pop.
Yeah, the pop.
So we did a stroke on it. Let's say that we did like 10, sure. And that does not quite look right, but what's great is I can just grab the stroke and pull it behind, and now I have a nice stroke. What? Okay, calm down. So I can pull this out, and now I have that stroke on there. Sure. And then from there, I went and did an effect on that stroke, and I went to distort and transform, and we did transform. I moved it down -1 pixel and to the right -1 pixel. And then...
Do you remember the pixel amount?
Oh, no, I just guessed. Oh, that actually was wrong. It's probably 1 and 1. It's 1 and -1 because I want it going down to the other side. There we go. So when I hit when I change the amount of copies, you can see it's just going to make a longer shadow. Oh, and I was totally wrong there. 1 pixel?
Just
there we go.
1 by 1. Yeah.
There it is. So we did like 50 copies here for that long shadow. So we hit OK, and now we can go to our graphic styles right here and hit plus, and it saves it as a graphic style.
I didn't know that you can save it. So like I knew all of this about the appearance panel. I actually did like an entire series on the appearance panel and like text design and whatever, but did not know that you could save it.
Yep. So you can save it as a graphic
that's really
style.
cool.
And what's really cool is like if I needed to make one of these buttons, I can just grab a circle right here and you click and it applies it. So it applies everything in the appearance panel.
This is going to change everything.
It is game changing. And so if you want to use your magic star tool, you can make a star here. And let's say that this star was like just random colors and like not what you wanted.
Yeah. Ooh.
Select it. I know. Go to your graphic styles and boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really learn something new every time that I come to stream, and I love it. I'm going to use this all the time now because I'm just sitting here redoing my graphic styles that aren't saved as graphic styles all the time. Bye.
Bye. So pretty cool, and I love doing this to create like a good graphic style that works, and then go back to kind of just like have a library of them, of a bunch of different graphic styles that you can return to and be like, oh, I'm gonna borrow this, I'm gonna change a color. This is great for like Chrome text, for doing inlines, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really easy.
Amazing.
So thanks for joining us, everybody. What did we do today? Do a quick little recap.
We traded our mystery files. We just had like little parts of each other's file to start with, and then we built out what we thought or wanted those files to end up being. So this was what I finished with, and on the other side you see what Andrew finished with, and I think that we both got relatively close to what it originally was.
Yeah.
I still like yours better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried. All right, there's more content coming up for the rest of the day. We are continuing our designer battle royale. We have Tyler and Val coming up with character creation. We have Tyler and Jess later in the day doing some posters. And then our friends are joining us from the education team at the end of the day. So thanks so much for joining us. Chat, I have one more note. I am moving to another team at Adobe. So you will be seeing a little bit less of me on the streams and doing challenges. Don't worry, office hours isn't going anywhere, so you can still hang out with me every Wednesday. But I will be not here as much. I'll be lingering in chat saying hi to all of you, and I'm working on something really, really special to bring to you in a little while. But I want to call out, thank you for all the years of fun streams and hanging out with me in chat and learning things together. I'm sure that we will continue learning together for a long time to come. So stick around, more content coming up here on Adobe Live, and I will see you all another time. Bye.
See you soon. We're gonna do some custom typography on Adobe Illustrator. I manufactured this hair clip because I love it. I am going to be designing the pre-sale announcement, and I'm gonna be creating some custom type. So, okay, I have like collegiate type, and I'm just gonna write like pre-sale. I am going to create outline the text, and then go to effects, I go to arc. Then I'm gonna stack my warps. That's so much cooler now. I'm going to expand. So I have cutouts of the pencil. I think I want the background to be like a bright blue. I'm gonna give it like a little bit of like a 3D-ish effect.
Okay.
So I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm just gonna start off with white with black stroke, and I'm gonna do the same for this. Maybe the inside of it is it like a green. I'm gonna duplicate it. There's gonna be a lot of duplication here. This, and then lower the opacity. We have this. So like now it's looking a little bit more 3D with the shadow.
Oh yeah. I'm feeling like yellow with the blue background might be a pretty good choice.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to turn it into a compound path. Now I'm just gonna draw like a squiggly line. What I'm doing here is just layering the clipping masks.
Oh, that's nice. I like the gradient.
Yeah. I'm just trying to color halftone with this. Let's just see. Well, apparently I know what I'm doing because that looks great. I'm gonna do it like that, just so it's giving it like a slight texture. And I think I still do want to add a stripe. I'm actually going to try the zigzag tool. That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the taper on that.
I like to put stars and sparkles in literally everything that I do. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the star tool was just updated to be a live shape. So you can like go like this. Yeah, I'm just adding some stars to the bottom here. The blend tool.
Oh yeah,
Literally,
the blend tool.
it's one of my favorite tools ever.
Okay, so now we're starting to get this 3D effect going using the blend tool.
Beautiful. So this becomes pink. Okay, that looks sick. Okay, pencil hair claw. Give it a little bit of a distort. And I do the same thing that I did before.
This is just a shadow you put behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love using these to highlight text. I do that a lot in my work
Those are
also.
good call outs, yeah.
Yeah. When they say make it pop, this is what they mean. Bring everything into Express. You could just copy and paste. I should probably put my website on here. Like that. Perfect. I'm gonna
Hey,
type
there we
that.
go.
Okay, animation.
That's fun.
And like, ooh, right?
Okay.
I want this kind of to just, I mean, when it comes in, can spin.
Oh
And that
yes, the
spins,
spin
yeah.
is so good.
And,
I like the spin.
Let's do Bob, but like really slow and really low intensity. Now I'm gonna grab all of them. I'm gonna group them together. I'll bungee them all in. Whoa. Okay, that's fun.
It's cool.
That is cool. We're
I
done
think
for
we're
today.
at time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
thanks for coming.
We did it. So thanks again.
Awesome. Bye.
See ya.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Adobe Live. My name is VooDoo Val, and I am joined here by my buddy Tyler Pate. Tyler, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
I like this. This is good energy. Yes. We are super stoked for this. We have been nerding out for like the last 45 minutes over this. We're going to be doing character creation for today's illustrative designer, Royale. And we're going to be transforming a ice cream sandwich into a character, which I'm pretty pumped for. But real quick, before we dive into everything, for anyone who might not be familiar with you, do you want to do like a little intro? Let us know who you are.
Sure.
And what you do.
My name's Tyler Pate. I'm LA based, graphic designer, illustrator. I've kind of been around different industries with it. So from consumer products to branding to my biggest passion is obviously what we're doing. So illustrating. So I love to really hone in onto it. But
I feel like I'm the same. We're in the same boat. Like we wear a lot of hats, but like drawing and painting is, that's where it's at.
Yep, sweet spot.
Yep. Welcome all of our friends in the chat. I see Vandal and Monica. Cody Bear holding it down in the chat as our resident mod. I see Jack Watson as well. Robert, Peter, Alessandra. Thank you all so much for joining us. I guess we can kind of dive into it because we've kind of got our sketches here, and yours is
Let's talk about our sketches.
I can hear him, Tyler.
I had this conversation when I was making these. I was like, I don't know why, but all my sketches was a flying ice cream sandwich. I don't know why he's getting tossed. He's probably gonna hit a wall and just slowly slide down.
I love it. It's a good vibe.
Yeah. So what about yours? Because you have a really interesting concept.
I'm pumped. So I was looking around whenever I go and hunt for ideas and things, especially for something unique like this, where it's like, okay, we're transforming one thing into another. I will go and hunt around on Pinterest to see like how do other people illustrate this thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't find an illustration as inspiration. I actually found somebody who made coffin-shaped ice cream sandwiches.
Whoa.
And I was like, you know what? I think that's the vibe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have like a little guy coming up out of the ice cream and have our little top cookie hovering here. And if I have time, I might use the fresco animation stuff and have it lift off.
Wow.
If I can, or at least have it like hovering.
Yeah.
You know. So that's what we're gonna be doing on my end. So
that's gonna be so fun.
I figure we just jump into it.
Let's
do you
dive
have like
in.
do you have like first steps like when you're going, because you're going from like your traditional sketch right into digital? What is like the first thing that you really are like, okay, got to get this out of the way. This is the must do.
Yeah, and just what my file prepping is really is I'll just simply take a picture of the sketch because I'll bring my sketchbook around and I keep pencil and paper. So taking a picture of it, airdrop it to my computer, and I just go ahead and put that on a layer.
Nice.
And if I have more time, I'll usually, like you said, Pinterest is a great resource of finding inspiration, color palettes, maybe a tone that I'm going for. I'll start pulling those into my file, and I'll make sure to put that all on the same reference layer. And then whenever I get that situated, usually I'll have my sketch off to the side of the canvas. I'll just go ahead and lock it, and then I'll create a layer up top to where I can do my artwork.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like oftentimes when I'm working on something like this, like I'll approach it differently depending on the project. I feel like I have modes where I'm like, okay, right now I'm feeling like I want to just like, for example, I did drawing a blank yesterday with Cody.
Yeah.
And I did a tiny bit of sketching, but a majority of my work process was I just started throwing like globs of paint at the canvas and just like developing it that way. But I think today what I'm gonna do is one of my favorite methods, which is I like to just select like these giant blocky shapes and then I'll refine those shapes and paint inside of them with clipping masks.
Nice.
I think it's gonna be the vibe.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Sometimes the process has to kind of pivot and mold to what you're trying to do. Timing's a huge part of that for me. If it's like, all right, I got to get in there and just start creating because we just don't have the turnaround. So, I don't always suggest it, but sometimes it's like, all right, I got an idea in my head. We're just going to go ahead and start building it loosely without having this little sketch like you see here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we kind of work it from there because, again, depends on the time.
I think if I am working outside of a timetable. Like, you know, because I feel like we also have ways that we would prefer to work, but ways that we have to, depending on the kind of deadlines we're working on, like you were talking about. There's a lot of different ways that you can approach stuff, but I think for me, when it comes to illustrating without having to work on somebody else's time, you know, my go-to is blocky shapes with the clipping masks, or I'll do like a full line art for a portrait or something, and then paint around that. I feel like if I get to choose like what I do, those are typically my go-to. But sometimes, I mean, I've got my expedited process as well.
Yeah, no, you really nailed it whenever you were saying if it's something for yourself or it's like a passion project, because those, you know, I can bypass a lot of the steps because I'm not reviewing it with anyone but myself. So if it's getting me to the end goal sooner, or at least to the problems I know are going to give me trouble, I like to hone in on getting everything quicker to that moment and then spending more time there, because I feel like that with color and typography a lot. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Yeah, I think I have my favorite points in a project, like the things that give me the most joy to sort of uncover. Like I feel like an archaeologist, you know, when you start to like really get that detail and you're just like uncovering what it's supposed to become. I have my favorite moments, and sometimes I'm just biding my time to get to that. I'm just like, come on, I gotta cross these things off the list so that I can get to. I think like when I'm illustrating a portrait, my favorite thing is to start to add like the points of light, or you know, because I feel like it adds a lot of depth. I can start to bring that face out of the woodwork, so to speak. And so sometimes I'm just rushing to get to then. But then also, sometimes we get ahead of ourselves. And sometimes I'm like, why did I do that?
Oh man, you know, there's been times where I've jumped too far ahead and then I've had to completely start over because of that, because I'm just so eager to get there. And I mean, that's just a good reminder, that really no matter what stage that you are as a creative, that you have to have that idea kind of fleshed out, whether that's in your head fully or on paper, because if I try to jump ahead of either of those, it's kind of a doomsday at the end.
Or at least like I've kind of learned to kind of gauge whether or not, like if I don't have like a super solid idea for the vibe, then I try to, number one, recognize that, you know, in my process, where I'm like, how certain am I of how I'm going to execute this project? And if the certainty isn't there, I at least try to work with pretty organized layers so that I can go back to a previous version very easily. Because I've done, you know, like painted a portrait and I'm like, this is great. I feel dope about it. You know, this is I'm going to be proud of this one for sure. And then I start detailing it, or I add color and details too soon. Then I'm like, this went from what I thought was going to be my best painting of the month to like the one thing I really hope nobody ever finds.
Oh no.
You know, like it just happens that way sometimes.
You know what? We were talking before the stream about we're kind of our own worst critique, you know, and a lot of times what we are like, I wish we would have done this differently after it's finished. It's hard to ever get away from that, but it's good. I think that for me, I look at it as it's progress. The fact that I can identify it and then hopefully remember it to next time.
Yeah. There's a lot of those things though that are major milestones in a creative process that you will probably never give yourself credit for unless someone else points it out to you, because that is a really important thing to be able to do. But because it highlights, you know, you're using that skill when you are messing up a little bit, then it kind of becomes, you know, kind of a negative. But I think that recognizing flaws and also learning how to work around them those are some of the best lessons that I ever learned. But I find that I don't really make any space for myself to be proud that I can spot those problems, or stop myself before I ruin a project, or the knowledge to, I mean, there was a time when I was just quitting all of my paintings because
no.
I you know what I mean? Like you start something and you're like, I hate this, and I would just push it aside and never come back because I didn't really have the knowledge or the experience to be like, I just have to go back to this step.
Oh,
you
man.
know?
That's so common. You know, when I first started, especially the vector illustrating side of just creating characters or posters, I would have these ideas that, like you said, I would start it or I aspire to create, and I'll spend 2 hours into it. I'm not seeing the results, and then I would just shelf it. And
Yeah, it must be bad.
not get back to it. Yeah, and then I think what the biggest change is to today with my career is like, oh, that means I probably just need to take a break, start on something else.
Yes, you
and
know
then
yourself better.
Going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fatigue is a thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think nowadays I do like, instead of thinking to myself, this is a lost cause, I think to myself, I'm that meme. How much water have you had today? How much water have you had
never
today?
enough.
When's the last time you ate? When, you know, like those sorts of things. And I think that, you know, sometimes that experience that people are talking about where they're like, oh, just get a little more experience. And then sometimes it's not necessarily, you know, only about your expression of the work. It's also about managing yourself in the meantime.
1000%. It's you can typically tell an expert by just talking to them and their workflow, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big indicator, and that's a lot to say about kind of a intuitive thing, but it's not always about the work.
Yeah.
It's about the creative and seeing it through, and that's talk about the way to get hired. That's that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I think they're also, like, they're very important things to learn. They're very necessary things to, like, move you into the next, like, stage of your profession, but also incredibly attainable for anyone, you know? I think that's another thing. I feel like, and I mean, I'm sure that you felt this too because it's so universal for creatives, but as you go through your process, sometimes you really, you start to notice moments where, at least I do, where I'm like, oh, I do this now, and then I remember the times where I didn't. Yeah. And I instead of thinking like, oh, I was really messing up back then or something like that, sometimes I think it's so funny how little it took to propel me forward. Yeah. So when I'm struggling in the future, I'm kind of like, just remember how easy it is for one thing to change for so much better. You know, like all I need to do is like figure out what lesson I need to learn to get me over this hump. Yeah. And then it'll be like all those other times I look back on.
That's growing. I mean, that's a great insight, realization.
Easier said than done sometimes.
No, it is. You know, whenever I do think back on the earlier days with it, I was so eager. Like so many of us is like, but how do I get there? How do I do that? And I'm forgetting that the advice that I got so often was like, just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Which drives
I used to
me
hate
bonkers.
that. Yeah. They're like, you're going to have to do 10,000 illustrations before you get to X, Y, Z. No, you don't. But you know what? I've done way more than 10,000 illustrations now. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I get it.
You get it now.
If you get that, because somebody's going to tell you that as you go through, especially if you're an illustrator, all this stuff. 10,000 illustrations is a lot of work, but who says you can't enjoy that? That's the thing. The trick. Because I was like, 10,000 illustrations before I can make the thing I want to make. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, because you're thinking about it in such a linear point where it's like, oh, that's 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna start counting, and then freak out.
Get lost in the sauce, and you're just like, I hate
ready for this.
No.
But it does take time, and I think when you, to your point of enjoying it, you kind of lose track of time, and that's been my superpower in a weird way, because it's like, all right, focus on the work, focus on the craft, and then before you know it, when you peek your head back up, you're like, oh wait, look at this body of work that I've created. Yeah. And honestly, time flies.
Approach it with an honest passion. Have a good time.
It is fun.
I think I just, I heard that, and I was like, That sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to do that. like somebody was keeping me from doing what I felt I was meant to do. But the journey, to be honest, sometimes I think the journey is more important than anything, because I've finished a lot of projects, and then like the project is done and I'm like, oh, look what I made. Yeah. And then I miss it. Yeah. You know, like working on a team that you really love, or working on a project that was like really incredible. I'll think back, and my favorite part is not that I did it and I get to say that I did it. My favorite part is that I got to be doing it. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
And all you're talking about those moments where you're building relationships with clients or people or other artists. That's really what the end is. Yeah. It's getting to a point where the projects will pass. The projects, honestly, when I look back on it, they're old. I would change them. You know, enough time, I can have endless amount of revisions, but the relationships are still there. Yeah. And I still go to that, and it keeps me going. It's inspiring too.
I absolutely agree, 100%. And I think that that's why you can't be too hasty to get to the place that you want to be, because that journey is number one, going to be totally unique to you. Yeah. Number two, totally, it's irreplaceable. Like those moments that just sort of happen and stuff. I wouldn't trade them for the world, even though back then I maybe was not doing work that's as good as what I'm doing right now. Yeah. But I still love that I was there. I needed to be there, and I wouldn't change having been there. Yeah. You know. Yeah, who says that you can't enjoy the process of doing those 10,000 illustrations? I forgot that's how many you were supposed to do, you know?
It's probably changed. It's changed, I'm sure. It's so subjective, too. Yeah. But I just, the advice that I wish I would have told myself was probably just enjoy the type of work you're creating, really hone it. It just gets back to that, because that's the secret sauce. Yeah. And also, I think about that with jobs and clients. The word, or the arbitrary word of dream client or dream company to work for, well, what happens when you get it? Yeah. Is there anything else after that?
Yeah, I hope.
You know, I do too. So I kind of keep reminding myself, it's like, you know, this is the dream for right now, but I'm still thinking about other things, other places I want to go with it.
You know what I think about? Yeah. With regards to that, this is weird, but I think about Scrooge McDuck with all his money, you know, and it's like, he's made it big time. I don't think anybody can say otherwise, but like, is he really having a good time? He's made it. He's not. Well, now he's just hoarding.
Yeah, I think he broke his neck when he jumped into the pool of coins, because that was painful. Yeah. That's the first thing.
But it's like, yeah, you know, is I don't think Scrooge McDuck has as good a time as he could have if he was less worried about, you know, the end product, the end game, and enjoying the process. And it's been many years since I've been exposed to Scrooge McDuck, so maybe, I don't know. I'm hoping that's still a relevant reference.
Who is that?
I don't know. Somebody please in the chat help me not feel old. Vandal says, do you guys delete old work from your Behance? I feel like that could go for like from your portfolio, from anything, you know, from your website. I have actually all the projects I've ever made on Behance. If I decide that I don't like them anymore, or I don't feel like they're a good representation of my work, Vandal, I just hide them. And I kind of, because I'm like, what if I need these? Yeah. I'm a hoarder when it comes to old projects. I'm like, what if I need this file from 2013 that I never finished? What if I don't know, do you keep a lot?
That actually happens.
Sometimes.
I think about that too with type. Our color palettes, that's kind of where I dive back into it. But honestly, for personal projects, I've found that let's take another stab at that. You know, let's jump back in. It's like, what could I do differently? And all of a sudden, it's a new piece that is rewarding to see on a poster or a t-shirt. So there's always those opportunities. But I kind of keep, if it's my portfolio, like my URL portfolio, I will curate that. I will take things down, delete, hide. My Behance, I kind of let it be kind of a yearbook to look back on. Hopefully I'm posting on there enough to keep my new stuff higher up on that review. But No, the older stuff I'll just keep there.
Yeah. I think we're about the same in that. I also like to remember what I was doing. Sometimes I have to look back on my old work to convince me now that I'm making progress, because I don't know about you, Tyler, but I lift the bar on myself every day, you know? And I remember I had saved a folder of like work by an artist that I really, really loved at the time. And I was like learning how to paint. And I was learning how to specifically paint like characters, because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to paint my original characters. That was like one of my main things that I wanted to do when I first started doing digital painting. And I went back and found that folder, and for some reason that was like, gosh, I want to say 15 years ago that I was looking at those images, and I feel like often I'm like, have I plateaued? Am I doing new stuff? Am I doing great things? I think I have. I don't think I'm doing very well. And then I found that old file, and I would say the images that were in that folder, I've surpassed that level of skill.
Yeah.
But I don't know when I did that, and I for darn sure never felt like I did.
Yeah.
I never felt like, oh, I've graduated to the next level, because I just kept raising.
Yeah.
And so, like, think about that, you know, because you're not gonna, you don't get an owl who brings you
a letter
that says, "Congratulations, Harry,
you did it.
You're an artist."
Yeah.
you don't get that. You have to decide that for yourself, and oftentimes that means waiting for other people to decide it for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you never really know, and we're not very good at keeping ourselves appraised of our own progress. So sometimes it can feel like you're not going anywhere, and then you look back and you're like, actually, I'm dope.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
If you're, honestly, consistency speaks volumes over time. If you're consistent, there is going to be a realization to where you hopefully can look back memory lane and see all the things that you've done and see growth. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like, if I see some sort of growth or being slightly better, or if my files are put together in different ways that make more sense, I'm like, all right, there we go. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah.
And then you realize, again, that time flies by before you know it. And you don't want to harp on getting older, but it feels like it does jump across fast.
Man, I think we should be warning people more often that you get older, because if you had told me 10 years ago that I was going to throw my back out drawing at my desk, I would never have believed you. But
I've done that,
man. I've been feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I've been feeling it.
That's where the 10,000 hours go. Going to the back.
Straight to your lower back. Maybe we should kind of take a look at where we're at in our projects, because we've been having a very emotional, philosophical conversation.
We're talking shop.
For those of you guys who don't know, though, Tyler and I have streamed a lot together, but this is the first time we've been able to meet each other in person. So this is fun.
This is a special one. Yeah, we're friends, longtime friends, first time seeing each other in person.
Which doesn't feel like it, though.
No, we immediately pick back up on what we're doing and the artwork we're excited about. And honestly, you talk about for our work, we totally have a moment of a couple years ago seeing what we were doing in our style.
Yeah.
Fast forward, how long has it been? Maybe 3 years? Something like that? We're in completely different places.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe I can do this.
We're doing it. Come on. We got
getting it done.
Yeah, it's incredible, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. We should be proud of us.
Yeah.
We should be.
Yeah, yay us.
Woohoo!
But it is nice to see, again, progression and honestly, the things that I would fret about back then about designing and new clients and processes. It's like, now there's new ones. Now there's new things to worry about. But it's okay. They come and go, and that's part of it. But but how are we doing with this illustration? Look at yours.
I need to make it like a character. I'm like, what if it's like melting and it's kind of like coming out here, you know? I'm trying to like kind of give that vibe. I've got like the cookie part painting. Well, because I wanted, like, you know, when you do like Something like this, or like we were talking about those popsicles with the bubblegum eyes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
almost like you cookie cutted out like a piece of ice cream, and it holds its shape, kind of. And so I'm kind of going for that vibe, and I think I'm gonna have a guy kind of surfacing out of the muck, and then the top cookie like hovering above. Like every night at sundown, the cookie raises and he just climbs out of.
Is it one of those like candy bones skeletons coming out of it?
That's a great idea.
That would be fun.
I could have him like floating in there. Honestly,
like I could have him. Are we gonna make these afterwards? Trademark this.
I think we should do that. Yeah. What about you? What do you got going on?
I'm getting lost in some details. So I've got the body here still flying. I need to get back in there and start getting the drips and the little debris of ice cream coming off of him, and then his eyeballs and things like that. So really nailing down that perspective is kind of where I'm at.
I'm loving it. He definitely looks like he's flying, man. He's airborne for sure.
He is going for it.
I love it. Is he going for it, or has somebody just decided that he's going for it?
Well, he's happy about it.
Yeah, he does look like he's having a good time. I like to imagine there's a cannon off screen, off canvas. You know.
Yeah, it's either that or some kid
guy
saying, "I didn't want this."
Yeah, and he's like, "Wah!"
Yeah, you know, there was a time growing up where I didn't like ice cream sandwiches.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they weren't as exciting as like it's a kadoozy.
Oh,
like,
man.
you know, the 90s was like the time of exciting candies and popsicles.
It really was.
Right?
Yeah.
It was an event.
You talked about the gumball eyes. I mean, I was such a sucker for those, especially ice cream trucks would always have them.
Oh, yeah.
So you would see SpongeBob, you would see your favorite Mickey Mouse character, and then it's like, okay, I can have that as an ice cream.
Okay, yeah.
With gumball eyes.
And then why would you want anything less exciting than that?
Yeah, it's like, sign me up for 3.
I don't think there's anything better than opening up one of those things, though, and finding that it just does not look like the guy anymore.
Oh, man. No, it's always melted.
Like a good Spooter man in the package.
It's like, what happened to Peter Parker?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about making my ice cream kind of like the Neapolitan. So
yes.
What's the order? Is there like an actual order for the ice cream? Is it vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, or is chocolate on it? Does it matter?
I think it's vanilla, strawberry, chocolate.
Okay.
I think it is. It's funny, but that's a good take.
Think of it.
Let me check out chat too, because I think we've got a lot of comments. Val, your hair is so long. You know it. I'm trying.
There we go.
I every year about this time I'm like, maybe I should cut it all off, and then I remember I made myself a video. Every time I want to cut my hair or give myself bangs,
yeah?
I have a video of me going, don't do this ever again.
Are you time traveling in a way?
Yeah. Just do not give yourself bangs. You don't need bangs.
Yeah.
Val. Don't do it.
Oh, wow.
These are actually my bangs that have grown out since the last time. So, yeah.
Nice.
10,000 illustrations. Yeah, Apurva, that's a lot. I think that's a common thing that people say is like you will kind of graduate to the next level after, like, if you're hunting for like illustrative success. I don't know if that's a thing people say, but I'm gonna say that.
We're gonna use it.
Yeah. I think they say, 10,000 illustrations, and then you kind of graduate to the next level, because that's about how much time and practice it takes for you to learn enough to get you where you're going. And I think it varies from person to person. It also depends on like how you're practicing, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think it's a pretty solid rule of thumb. And I think that when I heard that at first, it really bummed me out. I was like, that's too long. I want to be a good drawer now.
Yep.
And the reality is, you can be a great artist now. You do not have to do 10,000 illustrations before you are taking clients. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that especially when you hear something like that, you think like, oh gosh, like I'm gonna have to wait that long before I do anything worthwhile. No, you know, I was taking art jobs and saying I could do stuff well before I could do any of that stuff.
Isn't it funny how the realization of that advice is the same that I would give today, where it's one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's like any process or project that we're working on. It's always one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Let's start with a mood board. We're gonna do our research.
Yeah.
We're gonna come up with some concept sketches, and then that's a career. That's whether a job that levels you up or a project. It doesn't happen overnight. Which, man, it's a good reminder no matter where you are.
But, yeah.
I know. I mean, I wish that sometimes, but then again, like you said, the journey is really exciting.
It is, and I think, you know, I think the big takeaway from this, at least for me, is that, like, I really thought that if I was gonna have to work hard for this, it meant that I couldn't enjoy myself and feel joy until I reached the level that I felt at the time was the pinnacle of success.
Yeah.
But it turns out the pinnacle of success is always really far in front of you, because we do raise the bar on ourselves all the time. So
Yeah.
I just kind of decided, like, if I'm never gonna reach that, because I'm always gonna be hypercritical of myself, I might as well try to enjoy myself like I've got that success right now.
That's great.
Also, tell me what you're doing here with your guides and stuff.
So I am going to make all those little indentions that you see on the ice cream sandwich. I just want that consistent throughout these, so I'm gonna use these as the placements.
Nice.
So I'm gonna finish one row and then I'll just duplicate it down on these lines.
I'm loving it.
Just to give it, again, that perspective is a little tricky with something like this, because like his head's kind of bent, facing up, his body's kind of facing sort of down but towards you. So I want to make sure that those angles line up right, because they're gonna change for each line.
I love it.
A little more work than it should be, but this is the fun part.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna also have to do that to
Yeah.
mine, because I've got a whole, like, cookie face that I have to do. So we are both going to be
Look at us. We're
placing strange little circles.
pushing ourselves here.
Yes.
That's
I'm
fun.
gonna try to. I think I'm gonna do my character element last, because I definitely want to. I think that it's not going to be as not as important, but as, like, time consuming, that portion of it, for at least for the concept that I'm doing, because the main thing is I need the sandwich itself to look like a coffin.
Yeah.
So if I can make everything look super believable, then I can kind of experiment with how my character is going to come out. I'm trying to kind of think, like, do I want the character to be, like, made of the ice cream, like he's emerging? Like, we could do, like, a...
Oh, I got an idea, but I don't want. I want you to
go
finish.
for it,
I
go
want
for
you
it.
to. What's your thoughts first?
I was going to say something like, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. And who is the Pokemon that's basically this color of purple? That's just a...
Is it the ghost
pile?
one, Ghastly or something?
No, he's the pile of sludge.
I think his name's Sludge, isn't it?
Sludge something.
Is it
Help me out, guys. I'm a
I
OG
totally know.
Pokemon fan. I know the
Yep.
first 150, and that's it. Well, he's 150. I should be quiet. I'm dating myself, and I'm wrong.
It's not Smog or
No,
I
they're not
thought it was something
coughing
with the
or
S.
no. It's.
I think I know what you're talking about though, because he's got like the slimy hands and he's just this little
I'm pulling
pile.
up Pokemon Go. I'm gonna open.
Grimer?
Yeah.
Muck.
Muck
Oh,
and Grimer.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That's
I could
it.
do like a Muck and Grimer kind of vibe.
yeah.
Like he's coming up out of the.
Yeah.
You know, he is the ice cream.
That's an interesting approach too.
What were
like
you
that
gonna
too.
say though? What was your idea?
I think that's what. Well, the sketch that you have made me think of. You see, maybe just the top portion of the toes poking through it, like they're melted into it a little bit, so it's not hollowed out. So, and then you would see maybe just the face of a skull or something, and just the eyes. So
Honestly, I could do like could
be interesting.
To put like
he's that little mystery surprise in your ice cream sandwich you didn't want.
if I wanted to put like
Yeah, like that.
his little toes.
Yeah, so it would be less of creating everything and just focus on the smaller ones.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I might really like that.
I think it looks funny.
I think it does. Let me yeah, like little bone toes.
Yeah.
Oh no! This is low key adorable.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have to make these. We're gonna have to bring them to the audience.
Yeah, okay. This is, all right, I'm gonna turn my sketch on. I'm gonna leave my little bone toes there, and he's gonna be emerged. I'm gonna put like his little bone arms coming out of the ice cream. Like it's like a tank. You know, like it's like an ice cream tank. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure we've got everybody screaming Grimer and Muck at us.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to my rescue. I had a weird brain fart moment there where I really should have known the name of that Pokemon.
It's okay. I can't even. I'm OG too when it comes to Pokemon. Funny enough, I haven't ever done Pokemon Go, but I have been replaying the classic Yellow, Pokemon Yellow I beat, and then the next one's Sapphire, which I haven't ever played, so it's kind of my first go-through.
Nice.
On the classic Game Boy. I have like an emulator kind of Game Boy, but it's nice. Nice color screen rather than the other one that didn't have a backlight.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's a really good game, and it makes me think more about the people who made that thing, because it is impressive.
That's where, like, I mean, I'm sure the same is true for you. Like, I got a lot of inspiration for basically what I do now from being a fan of all of those things. And I also, when it comes to like the Pokemon stuff, I typically just pretend most of the new stuff doesn't exist. I don't subscribe or believe in any Pokemon that looks like a guy with a job. You know what I mean? Like it has to look like a fantasy version of a squirrel or a turtle or something like that.
That's
like
funny.
All these new Pokemon, they look like they have a 401k. So they're like born in outfits. I don't count those as Pokemon.
That's incredible. No,
there's that one guy that carries like the metal, like his name is like Girder or something like that.
I don't know any of the new ones.
He's got overalls on and he's carrying like a steel beam. I'm like, this dude gets off at 5. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's
actually working.
He has a job. Yeah, and I'm like, that's not a Pokemon. That's not a Pokemon.
He's having to set alarms to wake up in the morning. Like, what the heck is this?
He has a wife and kids. I don't think that's a Pokemon.
Oh man.
Am I wrong though? Let me know in the chat. I think I'm right. I feel like
that's
I'm right.
a great observation. You know, I now want to see a spin-off where it's
like
Pokemon real life, where it's like, I lost my job.
Yeah.
Pika Pika. I don't know what to do now.
I was on my way to work and some kid trapped me in a ball. I've been missing for 6 months.
Yeah, it's like, I have kids.
I hope my house is still there.
Yeah.
Because Ash and his friends were like, you're going to fight in this gladiator arena.
All right. So with replaying these games, I have my little nephew who's 10. He's also the same age as what the character is in the game and in the show. So 10 years old, your parents are saying, go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
Wander.
Go out. Bring no weapons. No, just take this animal that we trapped in this ball and then trap other.
Go for it.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, kid.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
What a...
Come back and visit me sometimes. I'm 8.5.
It's like, Mom.
I don't know if I'll find my way back here.
Did you pack my socks?
Yeah.
I don't know where to even get those.
No, we packed you some. What is the HP spray? You know, like we packed you some radioactive crystals for the animals.
Yeah, seriously, there's like some revive spray in there.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, some stardust and. Figure it out, kid.
It is.
I think Pokemon can be salarymen. I don't think so. I don't know.
Are they going to unionize?
Yeah. I love Pokemon Yellow and Sapphire. Object-inspired Pokemon are very hit or miss for me. Yeah, some of them are weird. I'm like, that's clearly a UFO. That's not,
yeah, they're not very creative.
Yeah. Nick Longo is in the chat. What's up, Nick?
Hey.
Nick is saying this has got Han Solo and the Carbonite vibes, and honestly, that might be where subconsciously I've kind of put this idea together because Han Solo is one of my favorite guys.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Lol, the 401k joke. I'm sorry, I realized too, like, this is the art stream, and I'm like, I actually gathered you all here to rant about, about Pokemon.
Yes, we need to know.
Thank
we
you.
need answers.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Tyler. Tyler has my back.
Well, you know, it happened because we were talking about these
What
games
inspires
and
us.
these inspirations,
Yeah.
and honestly, video games is a huge part. But it's
Oh, yeah.
it's a very like tight window of my youth
Mm-hmm.
and early adult, where it's all right. I keep going back to that style. I keep going back to those characters because there's something storytelling
about it.
wise is pretty special that I didn't appreciate as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just went for it because it looked cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now it's different.
I've got a few like nostalgic things that always like bring me back, and I
Yeah.
usually when I go back and like revisit them, I'm like, now I have to make some art. Like
Yep.
I grew up playing Diablo 2.
Oh,
It was, like,
nice.
a big game for me.
That's a legit game.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I remember my mom. My mom was pregnant with my brother and pulled the lazy boy up to the computer so she didn't have to
Heck
stop
yeah.
playing. She was like, I am gonna play this, and she was like, do you want to sit on my lap while I defend the world from evil? And I was like,
Nice.
yes, mom. And after that, I was sold on video
Yep.
games. And then I found out it could be a job, and I was like, you're kidding me.
Yep.
And she's like, how do you think they made this one? They had to pay somebody to do that. And I was like, I never thought about that. Ever.
That's special.
Yeah. So here we are.
I know. Honestly, I felt that way with drawing too, because where I grew up, it's not really a thing. You know, you don't see very many artists, especially in these styles that we're exploring, or for cartoons, it might be fine art painting. That's about as much of an artist you'll see. But yeah, there is this realization I did have where it's like, wait a minute, all these skateboards that I was buying, and the reason I was buying is because of the graphics. There's an
Somebody
artist.
drew it.
And
Yeah.
usually, and I'm doing research in my adult life where it's like, wait a minute, these are all the same artist. And that's funny because it's like, wait, but this is a different brand board. It's like, oh, because he left that job and went to work for them, is what I found out. And it's like, oh, wow.
So they have like whole careers.
Yeah, and it took time. Back to what we were saying.
Yeah. That's how it works. I think I'm gonna do my cookie dots
Okay.
similar to how you did yours, but I'm gonna have to make, because mine is at such a weird angle too. I think I'm gonna have to invent my own grid for it, but I'm trying to use, when I made these coffin shapes, I actually painted it like symmetrical right side
Okay.
up, and then I like free transformed it with perspective to kind of like give it the vibe.
Okay.
So it's pretty accurate to, I think, how it's supposed to be if I just make some new grid lines over top. I'm not sure if maybe I'm doing that wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like make sure it's like absolutely perfect. I think that there's something to be said for like whimsical asymmetry.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
doesn't have to be perfect all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Also, looking at time, I totally lost
Oh my
track.
goodness, yeah, we've got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah,
see
we're
what
gonna
we
have to
can
blast through these.
make up for lost time.
Time flies when you're
I
hanging with your
know.
friends.
It's design time, prime time.
Yeah. Okay, I've got my grid.
That's fine. Let's get this guy's
I'm
mouth
gonna
right.
do a little dot, dot. I'm gonna have to spend 10 minutes making my skeleton guy. I don't have my skeleton guy.
Oh yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
get
have
that
my
one in
little-
there.
my little
That
dude.
really sells it for me.
Yeah,
That's really fun.
I think I can get it though. If I believe in myself,
You
I
got
can do
this.
it.
You got this.
I'm just gonna put random dots like so, and then I'm gonna change the colors real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and make
Let's
a clipping
see.
mask and grab. Let's make these dark, actually.
Alright. Sorry, I'm getting quiet over here. That's when
Yeah, I
you
know,
know
we
the
just-
pressure's on.
We just like focused in. I
I
think I'm
know.
gonna have to finish that part later. Now I'm gonna just do my little, where are my toes? There's my toes. Let me grab my brush, and I'm gonna do like some little bone arms.
Yeah, I gotta get these little drippy pieces. I don't know what you call those, the melted piece of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Can repeat a few, save some time.
Okay, there's that. Let me do his little... His thumb would be in here. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna duplicate this. There we go.
There's it. Whoa, yes, I love that.
I was thinking about like, you know, like the cartoon bones almost.
Yeah.
And I'm just, because we are low on time, I'm just gonna duplicate it and then I will eventually like return. But then, and I can have like the skull like partially submerged.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking would
vibe.
look really good. That's just such a fun idea.
Yeah, I love it.
That feels like one of those ice cream treats where you would make it at home. It's like an easy bake kind of thing. It's like, you make the little edible skull bones and then you put it in there and put it in the fridge.
Easy bake oven. It was one of the coolest things that they ever gave us, honestly. I
You
was
know
making all kinds of stuff in there I wasn't supposed to be. I was
Really?
like, I could put, yeah, I was like, okay, I ran out of the packet,
Yeah.
you know, and I was like, what else can I make really hot in this thing?
With a light bulb,
Yeah,
by the
with
way,
a
which
light
is the
bulb, yeah.
craziest thing.
What else can I do? A lot of weirdly undercooked like cookies and stuff. But man, I was trying everything.
Did you have anyone that you've kind of forced to eat it?
Oh yeah,
Even though
absolutely.
you probably wouldn't.
My
like-
brother was a guinea pig
Yeah,
for a long time,
nice.
and he was like, I don't know if we're supposed to. And I was like, who's older?
Yeah.
First of all, who's older? Me.
It's like, I think this is food
I think it's
poisoning.
fine. And finally, my grandma was like, don't ever do that again. Don't ever try to make me eat this stuff. And I was like, well, you guys
late.
gave me a kitchen to put in my closet, so who's in the wrong?
That's funny.
All right, we have got. Oh, we still have. We're not doing too bad on time. We have just under 10 minutes, and I'm getting there. You're the Neapolitan smear is incredible.
Oh, thank you. Let's see if we can get the tongue right now. Oh, that's a great shape of a head too. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
I'm trying to
fun.
like tilt it a little bit. I think it
Yeah.
needs some like I'm gonna put a clipping mask on it so I can kind of shade it a little bit and give it a little more depth. But I'm pleased. Not like that. We need this color, and I need to.
Is he gonna kind of hold the cookie? It almost looks like he's pushing it off or grabbing it. Like,
That's
get me out of here.
incredible.
Because his hand's already
I
kind of
just
in the
have to-
hold, right?
Yeah. Hold
Put the
I
hand
just
on that
have
layer
to-
above. Heck yeah. And then you can bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea.
Ruh-roh.
That's such a great
Look,
idea.
it's perfect. I just have to move the little
yes.
dots.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think you have transformed my illustration into something I did not intend.
Am I influencing it? I don't want to influence
No,
it.
it's better.
Okay.
It's better because this is like, yeah, he's like holding it. And he's like, get this off of me.
Like, how did I get in this ice cream sandwich? I don't know.
Amazing. I think I could probably stand to do a little bit of shading underneath, you know, like like around him. I'm gonna get like
It's so good.
you know. I think that if I spent a little bit more time, I would also kind of detail it a little bit more. but-
Yeah, I think that's a great concept to flesh out more and just hold it because it's so good.
Just get him some little, you know, like he's really sitting there.
I could see that turning into maybe that's the ice cream man.
Yeah.
Like, what if there's a
He's
little
the-
hat, like an
yeah,
ice cream
yeah.
man hat on there? This is
It's
it's like this job consumes me,
yes.
literally.
All right, I'm loving it. We've got about 5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah,
not doing too
nice.
bad. I feel like once we stop talking and like that's the artist lock-in mode. You
Yeah.
can get so much work done when you're scared, guys. Like,
Yeah,
I'd never,
right.
like, don't try to put yourselves in that situation, but I have astounded myself when I have a little bit of pressure behind what I'm trying to do. And I'm like, man, all right, look at me go. Cool.
Yep.
I think I can move this whole body above. No, I can't. Not the arm. Not the other arm. I can do that though. Okay. Let me grab this color. And let's do the same thing here. Getting a little bit of shading going.
My angles are driving me crazy.
Sometimes it's like that, you know, where you're like, I've done this so many times. I should be able to do this again right now. And that's not, that's not how it works.
It's not
sometimes.
happening.
Sometimes it doesn't go that way.
Yeah, this is one of those where it helps me to really think about where everything's being placed with a little bit more consideration. But hey, we're Design Royale.
Yeah, this is a Design Royale. We can kind of
Design
do it.
Royale.
Yeah.
It's like we have to talk about it. Like, this is Design Royale.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Is that
Is it
Design Royale?
Design Royale?
Oh my God.
Are y'all a part of the Design Royale?
I don't know why we're bros now. I don't know why
I don't know what these like Muppet characters or something.
They're personas.
Yeah.
They're very
Oh my god.
very intricate personas developed specifically for this live stream. Yeah.
Most of the thought process of these concepts was that we had to think about this. We had to act it out a little bit more.
We are professionals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take me serious.
Yeah.
As we draw ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This is a very serious guy. Look how serious. He's dead serious.
That's serious. Yeah, yours is.
Okay. I'm liking this. We got about, dude, okay, can I just compliment the, I don't know if you mean to keep it that way, but I love it. The color of the line art versus like the vanilla, I just think is a really good combo. I just think it's cool.
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah, I kind of on the fly with some of these, because I was thinking about the tongue and I was like, oh, it should be pink, just more cartoony to me, but then it bleeds into that center color, which doesn't work as well. So
Yeah, that's true.
Because I got lost for a second when I tried it.
Could be a little brighter. I don't know if you are you very strict with your color palettes? Like
Trying to keep it limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your color choices are always really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I struggle with that the most.
Me too.
Because I know there's something in my head I'm trying to get out, and it takes experimenting a little bit, especially if it's my own illustration or a personal project. So I have to see it to visualize it, and a lot of that workshopping really gets to that final piece, which is always fun. And I think consistently, it's usually limiting it, bringing some of these simpler shapes out. That's what does it.
I think we have just a couple of minutes here.
Okay.
So if we want to try to tidy some things up, we'll do. I feel like I'm going to drop a color in the background because I'm realizing I do not have a color in my background, and then we can show off what we have created for the illustration Design Royale.
Design Royale.
Design Royale. Honestly, I'm proud of us.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
I think we totally got and captured what we were going for.
I think we did. I really do. I'm going to make my little guy a little bit bigger.
Let's see. Do something like a little shadow down here.
Yeah, kind of like a little color.
Mumbling this idea. What could it be? He is flying through the air.
There we go. That's good enough.
What a cute little dude.
I love it. I love it. We kind of I feel like we chose the same background color for our projects randomly. Pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah, they look good together.
That looks freaking fabulous. I love him. I love that he's missing a tooth. I love that he's like really cruising. Maybe he hit something along the way. I don't know.
Oh man,
but
he's going.
He's like my favorite. And then I've got my little skeleton dude just kind of laying in my coffin.
I love, can I say one thing that's really working for that is the rounded corners of the ice cream. I think that's what
it kind of
always
makes
sells
it soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that is probably all the time that we have for today, at least for us. Are you up after this?
Yes, yes. We're going up next. Another design Royale.
Yeah. Spend more time doing what you love after that, which sounds like it's going to be a good time. So please stick around, folks. Give Tyler a follow. You won't regret it. And stay tuned for all of the Design Royale stuff we have coming up after, and some education streams after that. We'll see you another time.
Awesome.
Adios, folks.
See ya.
Theme of the day is pickle lemonade.
And now we're gonna be working on packaging.
I am going to start with a pickle illustration. So I am going to draw us a shape, and I'm gonna turn the shape this green from our library to start and transform, and I'm gonna go to zigzag. And I'm gonna go to smooth, go object, expand appearance. So I duplicated my shape, pulled it down, and then I'm gonna do arrange, send it back. And I'm just kind of roughly aligning these from here to the other side. All right, and then I'm gonna do another pickle, but I'm gonna do like a different perspective. So this is like pickle from the side, and now we're gonna look the pickle straight off.
In the eyes.
In the eyes. I'm gonna do one that someone's like taking a bite out of. So I'm gonna draw these in white. So click all of those. I'm gonna go back to my Pathfinder right here. I'm gonna merge those. I'm gonna highlight both of these, and then I'm gonna do minus front. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with my lines. I'm going to draw a simple circle, shrink these guys a little bit, and then I'm gonna duplicate them. Again, just Option, Shift, Click, drag, and then I'm gonna highlight all of these, and then I'm gonna come right here on the toolbar, Object on a path. I'm gonna click this, then I'm gonna click the path. And now that we have pickles on a path.
Oh my gosh.
So say we wanna change the spacing, we can increase the spacing of them. If that blew your mind, are you ready for this one? This one, they all turn. Which is just fun.
Amazing.
Or you can come in individually and move them around. Like say I'm like, oh, you know what, this one needs to go here. You can also rotate the whole pickle palooza all together.
Beautiful.
There's a lot that you can do with object on a path. I'm gonna do a tall rectangle for us. I'm gonna eyedropper it in this purple, I think. So I'm gonna do a fast version of this. I'm gonna do edit, edit colors, recolor artwork, and I'm just gonna pull this up to white and hit okay. And so it's just kind of a faster way to work through changing it. I'm gonna grab this pickle. So we have our lemon. I'm gonna use the same line style. I think I'm just gonna keep the lavender as little like circles almost. These are gonna be our little leaves. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna join these. Click on both of these guys. Again, I'm just style matching the taper line just to give us a little dimension. I'm gonna group this, and then I'm gonna save. So I have a JPEG image here. I have my vector artwork here. I'm gonna click on both, and then I'm gonna come down here to my contextual toolbar and hit create mockup. So that is how we're gonna do a mockup in Illustrator, which is super fun. So I also wanna work on the front then of this pack. So in here, I'm gonna use Smart Objects, and I downloaded this template from Adobe Stock, and I'm gonna come in here, and as you can tell, this is the front. From this little mask, this is gonna be affecting the front of the box. So I'm gonna come in here, and I am going to pull in our library, and I'm gonna draw a little shape for us here. So coming here, so I'm gonna draw these in individually then, and kind of move these around a little bit more. All right, cool. This is looking good. And then I know that there were some really fun assets in here that were like fresh. Yeah, that's gotta come in here on the packaging. Let's hit Command S and see how we are looking then. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm gonna look for this top can. Fun, and I'm imagining that as like wrapping all the way around, right? Okay, and then I'm gonna open up these ones on the side and just paste and re-add these here, so that way we're building out our little pack here. So let me make sure I'm on my right layer. I'm just gonna eyedropper it to this, Command S. So Command S is saving it because these are all smart objects to the front image that we're working off of. So fun. Okay, this is looking great.
It's very cute.
And we can change the background colors. So let's sample that maybe to, oh my gosh, it's so fun.
How fun.
Okay, I'm gonna just bring a rectangle here. I'm gonna bring in this asset. I'm gonna pull it in here. Oh my gosh.
Cute.
It's looking good. Let's change our background. So let's make it maybe like a light purple.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is fun. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Great.
Good? Okay. So this is kind of like what a group of them would look like, and then we kind of just have this like fun solo shot version.
Thank you guys so much for joining. See you soon.
Bye.
Welcome back to Adobe Live. I'm Jess Goldsmith, and we're here with Tyler Pate. We are going head to head in Designer Royale. What we're doing now is I gave Tyler a brief, and he gave me a brief, and we're gonna just like design with that. Before anything else, I want to address the sunglasses. My eyes are burning. That's all. I'm probably gonna have to move them down a bit to see the colors on my screen, but it is what it is, and I'm very cool today.
Cooler than me. I don't have sunglasses.
You could have brought your own. You know, you could have.
Awesome, awesome. So it's really fun thinking about this idea. So when I was thinking about some options for you, I sent them over, and you end up going with. You want to say?
Yeah.
What your theme is?
I went with glitter toothpaste.
Glitter toothpaste.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. And I see you chose skincare.
I did.
But with the pug.
I know. We're gonna go for the pug face beauty cream.
I love that.
Yeah. So we're gonna be making kind of like ads or posters for each of our concepts, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So
Okay.
you've got your sketch. I've got mine. We've got also a little bit of inspo boards.
Yes.
Built to the side.
Yeah. When we get to my screen, I'll show you guys the inspiration that I have for it and my sketch. Oh, here we go. Amazing. I'm trying to go also like kind of like an old school vintagey look. And these are the sketches and just ideas that I have. This would be
very fun.
That would be turned that way. But yeah, that is what we have. I guess let's get started.
Yeah, let's dive in. I feel like we got a lot to do.
Yeah. What size artboard are you using, or like what dimensions?
I just made this. What is it? Is it 4:8 ratio? What is that for Instagram?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just going for that.
I think mine's also like 810 or something. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get started just by like tracing out
Rectangle.
the things
So
that I want.
I was curious for seeing your sketch now. Are you thinking about all illustration, or are you going to put some imagery in there? Because I had to think about that a little bit for mine, and I wasn't quite sure.
I mean, it's going to be mostly illustration, and then
Okay.
I'll add some type, assuming that I, have the time for it. I usually run out of time, though, on these streams.
We all do, yeah.
And then I heard you guys talking on the last stream where it's like what somebody said, like, something under pressure, but there was like a cute rhyme to it. And I was like, oh yeah, I like that. I don't remember what the rhyme was though, but it's true. Like, you just have to end up working under pressure, and I find it to be fun.
Yeah, it definitely, it gets quiet for me whenever I get down to the wire.
Oh yeah, you're like, okay, shut up everyone.
It's like pure focus 9000. But I was thinking illustration, and there's about 3 big components that I have to illustrate for mine. So I'm gonna try to knock those out first, because I think you're in the same sort of dilemma where we're branding something, creating editorial that make it into a nice poster, and then there's this illustration. Yeah, right. So
the
there's
illustration's
a lot of
like the biggest part of it. And then like when I'm thinking brand wise, like I'm not gonna do like a custom logo or anything like that. I don't have that time. So I think the illustration is gonna be the headliner here.
That'll do.
Yeah. Really cool. Okay, so like, do you have any specific features of the Puggy face cream that you're excited to share?
You know what really sold me on this, because it was kind of an interesting one where I wanted to make sure that I wasn't using a tube, because I knew you were going to address that with toothpaste, so I was thinking about what would it be, and it was like face creams maybe. And then it dawned on me with this little slogan that I thought of, which was go from UGG to pug.
Oh,
and I was like, all right, that right there
so
is
cute.
The direction I need to make this into.
Also, like, for reference to everybody watching, both Tyler and I have pugs.
We have
and
little pugs.
Every time we stream together, that's kind of
It's pug
all
talk.
we talk about.
Yeah.
And design. Pug
Yeah.
and design.
And it's how we get inspiration from our pugs to design.
So true. Maybe I'll make this Puggy Sparkle toothpaste. We'll see. We'll see
Well,
if I can.
I know Iggy, my pug at home, definitely needs that.
Oh.
He does not like when you brush his teeth. We have to take him
None
to
of
the
them
vet.
do, and my dogs are breath.
Smell pretty bad, I
stinks.
bet. They all do.
Yeah.
It's the worst. But he likes to get this close to my face
Oh, yeah.
all the time. But it's hard to resist. He
know.
means well.
They're the cutest.
He's a good guy.
He's such a good guy. I love Iggy. I don't know him, but I know that I love him, you know?
I'm always curious how he reacts to other pugs. We haven't come across many
Yeah.
interactions, so it's because different dogs he acts differently with.
Yeah. That
was
makes
fascinated
sense.
by
I hear that. I find that, like, my dogs aren't, like, dog people. They're more people.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley likes other dogs. I have 2 pugs.
Yeah.
But I do find that they, like, relate better to other pugs. I think
Yeah?
they have that snorting language, and they're to each other the whole
Yeah.
time, and they're like, yeah, I get it.
It's so true. They're pugisms.
Yeah, pugisms. So cutie. Okay.
So this is...
So what are you doing now? You're, like, drawing in, like, the notches? In the...
Yeah, so I'm thinking about the cap, or at least the grooves that's going to be on the cap. Focusing on this little jar first, and then from there I'll get into the actual little pug icon that I thought of, which I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of time on that because that was
That's
really
like,
fun to
like
make.
Like a character build? Almost?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to have to go super simple because it's a piece of it, but it's also a very small piece like you see in my sketch. It's just a little burst. But I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, that's cool. Are you're going with like the vintage feel also? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely inspired. You have some great concepts, and it's funny enough. I saw one of those because the idea of having the post smeller tear off at the bottom of it is such a fun idea, and I toyed around with that with mine, but I'm glad to see that you're gonna do it.
I mean, maybe you can add it in also. I wouldn't mind sharing the post mailer idea. It's not. I mean,
you invented that.
I was gonna
right?
say it's not like I invented it.
Isn't
I did.
that what
Just
happened?
kidding.
Yeah.
I did invent it. Totally.
Yeah, it was in 1905. Colgate.
I was 25 years old in 1905. Believe it or not.
There you go. Yeah.
I know. I know some people might say that I look a little bit young for my age, but I use Puggy cream, and that's why I look
Puggy
amazing.
cream, I know. It does wonders for
does.
the creases of the skin.
Wonders for the skin. For the creases, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, welcome to the Puggy Show.
I know. That's all we're going to be chatting about.
It's just all that have it. It's like, I think like once you get a pug, it's just, that's it. Like that's.
Yeah, honestly, it's just a dog. I think having a little pet.
Yeah, just
and
having a little guy running around.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah. Silly
but
little things.
I do want to know more about your concept over here. So you have a tube of toothpaste, right?
I have a tube of toothpaste.
So tell me a little bit about what you're planning on illustrating.
So if we can switch over to my screen, I have the sketch here that's like the tube that's like being squeezed out, and I want to write like glitter with like maybe like a gel like toothpaste. I have to figure out how to really like make that work, but I want that to kind of like, okay, it's coming out, and then it also spilled out on the side, and it's just like the G is wrapped around that. And then I'll say like glitter, and then I like the word sparkle, obviously, and then we have different teeth, and I'm really interested in like this illustration idea here of it just like squirting out, so maybe that can be in a little
spot illustration at the bottom.
Something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it all comes out.
See where we can get. We still have plenty of time right now, but I know it's gonna go by quick.
I know,
so
it goes by so fast. I don't blink of an eye.
Definitely put a challenge on ourselves with.
Yeah, we're like, let's do like a full branded poster. No problem.
This is gonna look great in 1 hour.
It is though. That's the thing.
Let's see.
Yeah, glitter toothpaste. The second I saw that, I looked at the other ones, but I was like, he knows that I'm not going to choose the other ones.
Well,
like,
I definitely had your style in mind when I was thinking about it. I was like, all right, I feel like you would do really well with something with that color palette, because I see a lot of that with your work, and honestly, it's a fun topic. I was like, I would love to do that one too.
Fun. I forgot which other ones I gave you, but like I remember thinking like, okay, I want to challenge him.
Oh, you challenged me.
Yeah.
When I saw this one, I was like,
You're like, oh.
this is probably the better one. Because I was trying to think of just a non-traditional way of doing it. And I think the pug thing what really sold me. I was like, oh, it's like for dogs.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's kind of left field.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do glitter and then I'll add the word pug in there. And I'm like, okay, pug toothpaste. Cute. Okay. I want to like get some dimension into here. Like I don't want to leave it flat, so I'm gonna just add the stroke. If I have time, which again I don't think that I do, I would love to take this into Photoshop and like roughen it up a bit. I just don't think that that's gonna be like a real option for me here. But you know,
that's always
we'll see.
the trick.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. If I could get to Photoshop, then that's where I hope to go. But I don't know.
That's where the magic would happen.
Let's see. Because you know, I wanted to have that kind of torn paper collage look. I think it would look really cool and really reminiscent to that age of advertisement, like what you pulled. Feels like it was cut on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. I love those. Anytime I do like a poster-ish design, I'm like, I have to add like the grain and the texture and just like the grittiness of it all. So cool. Let's do draw inside, and with that, I'm gonna grab my pencil tool and like just start drawing like some shadows. Whoops.
Let's see.
And maybe change this opacity to an overlay. Yeah, it's too light for that to work. We'll keep it at normal and then just bring it down a bit. Hopefully that'll. Oh, does that take away the stroke though? Whoops. Whoa, what happened? It did take away the stroke. I'll have to add that back in later. No worries. No worries.
All right, so I'm gonna get your opinion real quick.
Okay.
Of these 3 pugs on my artboard, which one do you think would work?
I like the top one.
You like the top one?
So chunky.
He's just melting.
I like that one.
Yeah, this is the hardest part for me. It's like figuring out which of these little pug guys.
Which puggy's the best puggy?
Part of the eye on that one I love the most. I'm gonna merge 2 of these.
Yeah.
How's the chat doing?
Oh my gosh, I haven't even been
happening in the chat.
Hashtag puggy stream.
Yes, Ernesto. That's awesome.
So good. Somebody said he's speedy. You're very speedy. I thought I was speedy. You're like crazy fast. It's great.
Whatever it takes.
Ernesto also wanted the top puggy. America's Next Top Puggy. That's what the show is. Oh my gosh.
That's
top
great.
but smaller pupils.
Smaller pupils. Interesting.
It's gonna make him look like he's maybe a little high. They really are though, like these
crazy little things.
Yeah. They're just
They always have one I feel like they all have one little crazy eye. Yeah. They have one eye that's
it's like
going
a little bit of a floater.
Shoot for the stars, guys. So we just gotta really, go for the peak.
So funny. Chat, do you guys have any pets? And if they're not pugs, sorry for you.
Honestly, what's the pet? What's the craziest animal we got?
Oh yeah. What's the craziest pet you guys ever had? I don't want to say that this was my pet, it was my brother's, but like we had a lot of reptiles growing up. Like snakes and frogs and lizards and I'm not about that. Like that's not for me.
No reptile there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we grew up around a lot. My brother and I, my parents had iguanas.
I had an iguana.
Yeah, lizards, like geckos.
Yeah. It's just that they eat the bugs, and I'm like, I can't with the bugs.
Is that what did it?
Ugh.
It got so, I would say, out of hand for us because we started raising crickets.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have them, and I'm like, I can't. Like that's
there's a lot to it.
So disgusting to me. Sorry to any crickets out there.
All the crickets are like, please.
Yeah, all the
save
crickets
my
that are
life.
watching. Actually, I have a big audience with the crickets. Yeah.
My cricket community is upset right now. But yeah, we had plenty of those types of things, and then birds. We had a ton of birds.
I want a bird so bad.
2 dogs, no exotic pets. That's good. What? I had a black widow spider.
Oh.
Are you taking that for walks?
That's wild. Do you know what? I just remembered I had a hermit crab.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I think I bought it at the mall. Like why were they
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, there was a
90s kids remember.
There was a beach town that every time you go to, they were selling hermit crabs.
But like I'm in New York City.
It's odd there.
I'm in Brooklyn. Like what is this hermit crab doing?
He's looking for a job. Like hire him.
Yeah, he's looking for a job.
It's hard out here for a hermit crab.
I was cracking up, you and Val talking about the Pokemon with jobs and 401ks.
Oh, no, right?
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it, but it's so true.
Yeah, the original ones were just regular Pokemon.
They were so good. They felt like these mystical creatures that, you know, not too far off from what you would find, such as a grasshopper or some little hermit crab, but it was unique enough to where it's like, oh, I could see that. And I would battle that, I guess. I don't know.
You would battle the crickets?
I don't know. That's the Pokemon world.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That's their idea. Like, I guess we could battle these. But
Ernesto Venus flytrap as a pet. I mean, kind of.
Those are really cool. I have a really cool, I guess, space in my heart for,
for really
Venus,
cool space in my heart.
Venus flytraps are just always cool. We would always see him going to like the what is it, like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. They would sell them.
Oh, that's cool.
At the cash register instead of candy. So I would be the ones like, oh, can I get one of those?
Like you would get it instead of candy, or like that's what they would have?
That's all they would have. It would be that or sunflower seeds or something.
What do you have against sunflower seeds? They're beautiful.
I've never been, like the ones you eat.
Okay.
I've never really been a big fan of those, but
I like them.
They always had the Venus flytraps, which are just cool. I don't know what's cool about them other than it's like, wow, they move. They feel like they're more alive than a normal plant.
I mean, because you see them moving, and then they're also just like.
It's rad looking to me. It's like, look at this. It looks like it has teeth.
They look like Pokemon.
Yes, that's exactly it. Full circle.
Exactly it, yeah. I had a Venus flytrap once, but I did not know how to care for it. It needs a very specific type of care.
Yeah.
And I was not up to the task. Similar with my hermit crab.
Oh.
Sorry to the hermit crab community. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. I think, though, if I did know how to take care of it, they do live very long. So
I don't even know. Do they? I know they switch shells, right? They'll change shells when they grow too big, which is pretty cool.
That's probably why it died.
It's like, I deserve a high rise.
Yeah. Okay, well, the hermit crab doesn't understand the rent situation in New York, so. And I was a child.
Yeah, there's that.
And I was a child.
Hermit crab's looking for rent control.
Yeah. Oh, I love the googly eyes that we have there. That looks great.
We're going for it. It's just a sporadic. I could just imagine it being like an infomercial where it's like, do you have crazy pug wrinkles and rolls?
Is that Iggy's voice?
Yeah. He's like, what's up? Well, come on down to Pug Cream United.
I love that. My pugs have very like deep but high pitch. Like they have baby voices.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna do the voice.
What is it?
It's just.
Okay, no pressure.
It's just gonna be embarrassing for everybody. I will say I have like a little language with them, and it's not a language. It's just putting the word puggy into everything.
Yeah, perfect.
So like, when I come home from my studio every day, I go, "Oh, hello, every puggy. Hi, every puggy.
Nice.
Good night, every puggy." That's part of it.
That's great. How's everything over there? Oh, you're putting some gradients, getting some dimension and depth in there.
I definitely want to get some dimension. I want it to look okay. I want it to look kind of good.
That's really cool.
I'm just gonna erase this part here. Oh, I can actually. What am I doing? I can do that.
I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time with color on this one. Have you thought about what color palette?
I think I don't know what the color palette's gonna be. I might just copy kind of like similar to the example that I have here and just do like red, white, and blue. Like that's kind of fits into that retro design. Yeah, or just like shades of the same color.
Yeah, yours would be so much fun to add all that detail to, because like you said with Photoshop, if you put some halftones or maybe turn some of those.
I was thinking about putting halftones with Illustrator, but like I don't know if I'll be able to accomplish that.
I get into that
in
situation.
Time.
It's like we're adding more to our idea as we're building it on time. But it's looking good so far. I like what you're doing with the colors. I like that.
Thanks, yeah.
It's like very traditional Colgate.
That's exactly it. This
Nailed
is,
it.
This is a Colgate ad. Just kidding. They gotta pay us the medium bucks for that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'm just gonna like group all this together, and then I'm gonna start on the G, and I'm gonna do that separately.
Yeah, I feel like that piece on your concept's gonna be really crucial.
Yeah,
because that G.
It's definitely gonna be
is fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it like a semi-transparent.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
I think that'll, yeah.
Nice.
Smooth it out. Yeah, I think that'll make it really fun. Whoops. Okay. And then, so I was going back and forth. I'm gonna go with the kind of transparent one, but I was going between that and like, you know, I don't even, do they? Yeah, they definitely still make it. Like the red, white, and blue striped toothpaste.
Yeah.
They still make that,
yeah,
right?
Totally.
Yeah. What kind of toothpaste do you use? We don't have to name brands, just like kinds of toothpaste.
Like the flavor, I guess? I don't know how to describe it other
like
than...
flavor, but also like, do you have like sensitive teeth?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it usually changes. I'll take a look and see what's on sale and then go from there and then
that's fair, that's fair.
See what's good, but yeah, I'll usually do sensitive teeth.
Something sensitive whitening.
Yeah.
You know, you got the best of both worlds. I don't know if any of them actually work.
I was gonna say,
like,
I think there's big conspiracies with
really?
With
I love a conspiracy.
When you're going down the toothpaste aisle, all of them are saying whiter, brighter, better.
Big toothpaste.
It's like, wait a minute.
Can't trust big toothpaste.
What's the difference really when you're saying this one's brighter when the other one is also says brighter?
Brighter-er!
Brighter-er is wouldn't that be what everyone would want though? The brighter-er?
The brighter-er.
But
well, then maybe people are like, I want it to look natural.
I just want bright.
Let me tell you something. I don't want my teeth to look naturally white. I want them to look supernaturally white. They currently are fine. They're not, but they're not super bright. They're not brighter.
I say they start coming out with the tea stain ones or the coffee brightness. Do
they?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe there's a market
Perhaps.
there. It's like, you know, I just
there's
want
definitely
aged.
There's definitely a market for sure.
Okay, so
I'm gonna actually just use this blue. Ooh. I'll just turn down.
What was that?
I just really
was
like
that a breakthrough?
Yeah. Cool. Okay. This looks interesting. This isn't like a.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this isn't like an actual color of a toothpaste. I don't think. Maybe it needs to be like a little bit more aqua. But like more. Okay. I think this makes sense. This is good. It's gonna be. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do.
What you got?
I'm gonna do a gradient, and I'm gonna do like the freeform gradient. And that might. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. And that might make it. Oh, why isn't that doing anything? Oh, edit gradient. Oh, why isn't that working? Is it because it's grouped, or because it's two separate pieces? There we go. Yeah, because it's two separate pieces. I think that might make it easier for me to play around with the transparency. So that'll be interesting to see how this, comes out. All right. How are you? Oh, you made it pink.
For now,
I love pink.
For now.
Oh, okay.
I think it will work. No, I love like the bubblegum pink. That's always a really
what I'm wearing.
Fun. Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm dressed for the occasion.
But I think I need to just start locking down my tones.
I know. We're like almost halfway through.
I know. That's what typically gets me.
Every time.
Yeah, because it's weighing. All right, do I get the tones and the gradients and the details, or do I get the overall concept? And I want to make sure the concept lands.
Edit gradient. Okay, we're gonna make that a little darker there. Maybe this. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna like finish up. I do think that like my main part of this is this whole G and illustration, which is like
I agree.
A little bit frustrating because I have like this big idea for it, but I can't. I have only an hour.
Yeah, that's
psychological
executive decisions there.
Oh my gosh.
What are we gonna do?
the making executive decision show. That's what it is. Okay. We're gonna copy, paste, and then, whoop, that didn't work. Hold up. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the fill. Put this up there, and put that, whoops. Oh no. Wait, is this on top? Let's group this. Okay, there we go. Amazing. Okay, I think that looks kind of cool.
Sure, it's turning out.
It's
Nice.
turning out.
Okay, so you were adjusting your gradients on that, right?
I was
So
adjusting my
that's-
gradients, and then I need to adjust, oops, just these points here. Cool. I feel fine about this.
Nice. What color would the cream be? Is it white, like an off-white? What do you
It
think?
could be whatever. Like,
What's a good makeup or a beauty product cream color?
well, I was talking about retinol earlier today.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to go ahead with retinol,
Well, what color is that?
it's like a light. It depends on the brand.
Okay.
But I think the ones that are more potent have like a little bit more of a yellowish tinge to it,
Yellowish tinge.
but like closer to white.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna make the stroke, maybe put that at a 2. Yeah, I'll make that a little thicker. And I think bring that behind. Okay. I feel okay about.
Feeling good?
I think I'm feeling okay.
Okay.
I don't want to get crazy and say good.
Doing okay.
Yeah, I feel okay. Okay, like how would you make this glittery? I think obviously I'm gonna add stars and sparkles, but like.
I think what I remember, and it's funny because I remember when they released something in the 90s where it was showing like these little crest strips in
Yeah.
it. So they're almost like these little rectangles, but in different angles. But if you get
Oh,
all
like
those
in
in it,
there.
like, there looks like
Oh,
something's in there.
I'm
like
not going to be able
sprinkles.
to do that with the time frame though.
I think that would sell it. I don't know outside of that,
Yeah.
but I think the sparkles just that's an easy way to get it.
Yeah. We'll just do that. Oops. Oh no. Whoa. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, this feels like it's pseudo glittery. You know? Amazing. Okay. How are you doing on yours? You feeling good?
I think so. I'm getting there. Kind of workshopping some ideas right now, seeing if it works.
Oh, it's
To
so
get
good.
the little shadows on this cream, you know?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that does look like a retinol cream.
The color?
Yeah.
All right.
At least like the one that I use.
Okay.
This is now an ad for retinol. We're just out here. Well, retinol's not a brand, so it's fine. Okay. I just keep thinking about the time.
Oh, we're good. We're about halfway through. So
I know.
I think yeah, I need to start thinking about what are the needs. I think I need to get. That's good.
Okay. And okay, so do you know if you're gonna keep it pink yet, or you're just kind of still on the fence trying to figure out?
It's for now. It is. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it pink, but
I do like
could
it.
change. It doesn't look bad. I think
Yeah.
it kind of fits with this little
I agree.
burst.
You don't use a lot of pink in your work usually.
Actually, sometimes
Oh,
I
you
do.
do? Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
just
my
really
bad.
depends. It's project to project.
Yeah.
I think
that's true.
overall, I probably use tans the most, like
Tans?
off whites.
Huh.
Yeah, like honestly, this cream color.
Yeah.
I gravitate to. Typically,
That's cool.
it just works
But
really well
I
with
feel
the
like
pop of color.
I feel like you use a lot of red.
I do use a
Yeah.
lot of red, yellows.
Yeah. Like the primaries.
Close to it. I usually adjust it to where it feels a little more, probably a little desaturated, like vintage.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what I go after, is like what gives it that vintage look. But it sometimes changes.
Cool.
I'll get in the mood where it's like, all right, this feels like it would be better in this other color palette. What's going on?
I really love using like the generative color and just seeing like, okay, this is a color palette that I really wouldn't have thought of. Let's see what I can do with it now. All right. As per Andrew mentioning it earlier,
Okay.
I am using Yellowtail regular for, yeah. And I'm gonna skew that a bit and like, then I'm gonna have to outline this, which is fine. I think I wanna change this to like a little tooth. Maybe I'll use generative, let's use generative vector to make it like a little tooth character. Whoops, that doesn't look like anything.
Let's see.
Draw the
As
outline.
I'm realizing, talk about time, is the fact that I was so focused on this little can, and it's like,
You're
there's
like,
all this
oh,
type.
there's all of this.
And honestly, this type is, I wanted to do it before the stream, figure out what fonts I want to use, because it just takes so long to find the right one. And I'm going to do it live. Let's see what we can do.
That's the best part. That's the best part of it. You know what? I actually don't need to use generative anything for this. I'm just going to draw it the way that I'm drawing it and hope that it comes out fine.
Just hope.
Yeah, just hope.
We just need hope.
We're just living on hope.
Hope toothpaste.
Yeah.
I hope this works.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your tagline.
I hope
this
it works.
Hope this works.
Oh no. Oh, I wanted to just get rid
what
of
would
that.
the font be for this? That's a fun one.
Go with Yellowtail.
Yellowtail. I don't think I've ever used it. What does it look like?
It is this one.
Oh, that is a fun one.
Yeah. It's like vintagey, but like pretty legible.
I don't know if I have it. Is it
Did I lose my sketch is right here.
Yellowtail regular?
Should I redo this? Chat, should I redo my tooth? Just kidding, I'm gonna redo it anyway. Okay.
That is close. Yellowtail's not bad.
It's a good one.
I need something a little chunkier. Let's see what we can get in here.
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
Are you looking for a script?
I'm gonna use a script elsewhere. I don't technically need it because I think beauty cream and script would be nice.
Yeah.
So this could just be something that packs a punch.
Packs a punch.
Packs a punch.
That's the other tagline. I hope this works. It packs a punch.
Yeah, we have to figure out to get consistency on it. You have to say it that way.
Yeah. No, it doesn't
both.
it actually doesn't make sense at all if you don't say it correctly.
Yeah. Disclaimers on
And when you do say it correctly, it makes so much sense.
Okay.
All right, we got a tooth. I'm gonna copy the inspiration that I have and put a little bow tie on this little tooth character.
Oh, there's a bow tie on the reference? That's fun.
It's very cute. One thing that I noticed about myself, and this is every time I stream, not just here, but like when I'm streaming from home and whatever, I can't stop calling things cute. Everything's so cute. Everything's cute. It's so cute. Like, okay, we got it.
Is it cute?
I don't know. I don't know. Is it?
Now we're blurred in lines. Like,
Yeah.
But this one actually is cute. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they're all cute. Everyone's cute. All the puggies are cute.
You get a cute. You get a cute.
Was that a SpongeBob reference? No, that was
That's
an
an
Oprah
Oprah.
reference.
I was about to say, I don't know. Does it, people get that still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody gets a car. My favorite one is like the meme version of it, and it's like, everybody gets bees! And then you just see like a ton of bees come out.
Yes.
So funny. Okay, let's do ellipse. Oh, because I tilted everything.
Okay.
There we go.
Group.
That's so, it's so good. Okay, we got little tooth character. Gorgeous.
Nice. So you reworked the tooth?
I just like kind of traced over the
Nice.
one that I had made in my sketch, but I'm gonna have to like smooth this out a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I will deal with the lines, etc. after. Oh, I do like how it rounded out the mouth. I don't think I would have Oh, should I give the tooth? Teeth?
Oh,
The tooth teeth?
this is tooth inception.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
toothception. Oh my god.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. I'm not gonna give the tooth teeth for now.
Okay.
Tooth teeth.
Teeth. That was so scary on the third layer of teeth. Like the little teeth have teeth. It's just
So you
an
just like
alligator.
get like the zoom in forever.
It's a horror nightmare.
Somebody said usage warning, never use retinol over your teeth. Yeah, that is not
Wow.
for internal use, as far as I know.
Feels like
Also, I'm not a
be
doctor.
poison?
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not a doctor.
not a doctor.
Not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV, so you really shouldn't trust me with any medical advice. Flow bow tie.
I would love to skew and get this thing curved around this, but I don't think I'm going to spend the time to do that.
I know it's.
I think it's executive decision.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just running out of time. Okay, and so I want. We're on your screen. Okay, cool. Pug face. Oh, I do like what font did you use for pug faced?
I think it's Cubano.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this red. Oh, that cap looks great too. You're so good with the
Thanks.
lighting. Like
It's
you
all
know?
very simple. That's the funny thing. Whenever people ask about it, it's
But it
really
looks-
repeating the same thing and just
Yeah.
knowing when to repeat and when to stay the same.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
It just looks so good.
Thanks.
That's yeah. Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
Kidding.
Take that thing's
Kidding.
back.
No, I was.
Take that.
Okay. I think my tooth is a little scary looking, but it's like which tooth would this be? Is this a
Which
molar? I don't know
It's like,
anything
that's
about teeth.
That is a tooth that I would not trust if I saw in a dark alley.
What would you trust this tooth to do?
Probably.
Nothing. I wouldn't trust that tooth with my life.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't trust him with my taxes, that's for sure. It looks like he would rip me off.
Freelancers, tax. I mean, everybody, but it's always significantly more annoying as a freelancer to have to do taxes.
What up, my tax people?
What up, my tax peeps? That'll be fun. Just kidding, it won't be. It'll be worse than meeting this tooth in a dark alley. Would you rather meet this tooth in a dark alley or have to do your own taxes? Assuming you don't already do your own taxes.
Chat. This is a great chat
Yeah.
question. What are we gonna do? Would you trust this tooth with your money?
With your life.
Yeah. It's like he did great with my taxes, but he did murder me.
On the other hand,
He's a great accountant.
he's a great accountant. Oh, whoa, what happened here? Something weird just happened to,
Yeah,
Oh, no.
something happened?
I'm missing part of the letter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Part of the word, I mean. I don't know, like it just kind of disappeared. And I also need to make my screen a little smaller, but we're still on yours, so that's fine. I got time to fix things. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with how this is going, for the most part.
Nice.
Okay, put this at 100. Cool.
I'm just going to...
Oh.
So what tool are you predominantly using? I'm just working away in the pen tool predominantly on this thing.
As you might know about me, I don't
do not
mess
like
with
the pen tool.
I don't like the pen tool. Yeah. So, well, I use the curvature tool like as
Okay.
like, yeah, as my pen tool. And, oh no. And, wait, what is happening? As my pen tool, but I just did like some type stuff right now.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at in my process.
Let's see.
And I think I need to move this over a bit. Glitter. This looks like it says glitter. You could, is this legible?
It's a good chat question. Let's get some eyeballs on that.
Yeah. Chat, when you are able to see my screen, let me know if this is legible, because I'm kind of, oh, there we go. I think it is. I think it's mostly legible. And like mostly is what I'm going for right now. You know? That's pretty much it. Oops. I'm gonna do this little cloud thing that we have here. Instead of drawing it, I'll just use a bunch of circles and then join them together. And then take this and go down and just like move things around. Nice. Okay, great. What I should have done is not, oh, okay, this is fine. Okay, let's join these together. Whoops, Pathfinder, there we go, and then make this one shape.
So what shape are you working on now? Is this going to be the text bubble or?
This will be one of the text bubbles, similar to this, but I wanted mine to be like a little bit more bubbly, kind of.
Okay.
Well, I mean, theirs is pretty bubbly too. I don't want to bubble shame.
Bubble shame.
We're not going to bubble shame anyone. Yeah. So I think that's where some text will go, and then I guess really because of a time crunch, I'm going to pretty much follow the format that that this design reference has, but like similar but different. Okay, cool. And send that to back. Wonderful. Maybe bring this out. Whoops. Oh, I don't like that you could see through it. Okay, maybe. Oh, do I need to? Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this. This is fine for now. We have that. Then, let's see. Glitter toothpaste. I gotta use a font that I'll just write toothpaste in there. Glitter toothpaste. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not gonna change it. Okay. But I feel like I should have gone like the unicorn route.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, no?
I mean, it's two concepts.
Yeah, two different concepts.
Yeah.
But like glitter, unicorn.
I think it would be a good tie-in. Yeah. That would be the mascot for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. Maybe another time. Maybe another time when I'm branding glitter toothpaste on a huge time crunch. Let's see. I like something that's like a little vintagey. Let's see, what do we, oh. That's interesting.
If we can, oh, we could full screen? Is you on full screen yet?
I'm full screen. Oh, I see. Sorry. That was the issue that I was having before with my, my screen wasn't showing up the way that I wanted it to, but we got it.
Got it. Check.
We got it. This might need to be smaller too. Something that I like doing if I do like poster design, I feel like it just brings everything together when you put like a border. It's like, oh, okay, now it's finished. Now it's good to go. Like, oh, that was easy. Glitter toothpaste for your teeth. I bet you guys couldn't have guessed that, huh?
It's a cleaning product, actually.
It's a cleaning product.
Which I've heard that actually you can do a lot with toothpaste.
That is true.
I think you can polish, I think it's metals, something weird like that. Could be wrong, but I think that, yeah.
I think I've seen like if you have like ceramic plates with scratches on
it repairs scratches?
I mean, again, not a doctor. Okay. So don't take my word for it. But I think so, from the rumors that I've heard.
Yeah.
In the teething community. Okay. I'm just like not loving how uneven this kind of is. But that's fine. How are we on time? Not
what do we
good.
have, 15 minutes?
Oh, okay, not good. Toothpaste for your teeth. Let's get some red in here.
Yeah, I feel like we're both in the zone right now.
I know. That's usually what happens.
Which is just okay.
It's just
fine.
fine.
And dandy.
It's just fine. Okay.
This is when things start getting a little rough around the edges for sure.
Yeah.
Less about those details, more about just finishing.
Just get it done.
Yeah, we gotta get there.
Toothpaste for your teeth. Okay. Because what else would it be for?
Cleaning plates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The cleaning plates, yeah.
Okay, we got this group. Now I'm going to group all of this together and just center it. And I'm going to put that border on it before anything else. Before I continue with anything else. So let's send that all the way to the back. Cool. Glitter toothpaste for your teeth. How fun.
Nice. Yeah, you're
what
really
else do I have
capturing
on here?
that vintage look.
Yeah,
that's good.
it really would tie together so perfectly once I get, or if I could get Photoshop. I know I'm not going to have Photoshop time. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Got this.
I got it. I mean, I'll just have to survive without it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be. Let's try to get. Whoops. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, we're working away on this. What's been some of your favorite illustration styles and stuff that you've been exploring? Anything new?
Yeah, I've been really into like the doodle style of illustration.
Okay.
Like not too far off from like where I am here, but like more like thicker lines and just like in that cartoony-ish world. I've been exploring that a bit.
Okay.
It's not new for me completely. It's just like new the way that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I like switching up my styles a lot. If you look at my work from year to year, like I don't stay consistent, and that's been kind of like when I was younger in my career, I was pretty self-conscious about that. But now I'm like, oh,
switching your style?
Yeah. They're like, oh, well, I'm not consistent and people don't know that it's my work and this and that. But like I'm pretty proud that I'm able to switch it up like that. Like I feel really good about it now that I'm more confident with where I'm at.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, there's different hats for different situations for sure. I feel like if it's switching styles, it's probably because of a client. Because I mean, a lot of the work that I do, it'll be client based, or I'm having to build consumer products on some sort of brand guideline. So you can't go too far out of what's previously existing.
That's true.
But whenever it's me exploring for fun, I have a couple ideas that I could see in a couple different styles, but I've been exploring some animation.
Oh,
recently,
that's a lot of fun.
Which is fun. I'm having to collaborate too with another animator who's really talented. Is James Martin. He's based out of Norway, but he does a lot of like retro frame per frame animation styles.
Does he do it by? Well, and obviously, like we all. Whoa, what just happened there? We all do it by hand, but like digitally.
He's doing it digitally, but it's still frame for frame, as opposed to building it in with a rig or something in After Effects or another animation program. But
very cool.
Yeah, that's been fascinating to kind of tag team and art direct a little bit and figure out how to get little characters that I've done in the past to get moving.
We are definitely running out of time. I think we got about like just.
Is it that time?
Just not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but we're getting there. Maybe about like a little less than 5 minutes. But it's fine if we don't finish because the finished product are the friends that we made along the way. That's what this is all about.
Look at all that we've learned.
All that we've learned and all that we've accomplished in our
everyone gets
beautiful
a gold star.
Lives. Yeah. Amazing. I am enjoying like these toothpaste little blobs. Those are fun.
Let's see. I spent so much time on this type, and I'm just going to trash this.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
It very much reminds me of the stream that you and I did together like a couple of streams ago, which I don't know how long that was, but the text that I did for my pencil clip, you know?
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Let's see.
Okay. To turn this.
Now I gotta get that little catchphrase in there. Go from pug, or go from ugg to pug.
Uggo to puggo.
Love that.
Okay. I'm gonna put a stroke on
Let's
this.
see, how are we doing in the chat? Let's see. Oh, we got some more thoughts on dogs, animals. Oh, Frenchies. Frenchies are fun. I love
Frenchies
those.
are cuties.
Little chihuahuas.
Oh,
Man, those are always the noisy ones that I've ran across.
yeah.
I think I'm traumatized. My grandfather had a little chihuahua. It used to attack me.
Oh, really? What was his name?
Nibble. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. But rightfully so, I don't remember. How about that? I'm just traumatized.
Yeah. You're like, I actually blocked that out. I
Yeah,
don't talk about that anymore.
You did not like me. That's so fun. Very pet friendly. Clean your car with toothpaste.
You can?
What? That's a wild one. That was a lot of
That is
toothpaste.
a wild one. Yeah, right? Like your whole car?
Yeah, that's more expensive than anything.
Yeah. Okay, we have 4 minutes.
Okay.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm not gonna finish this in 4 minutes. I don't know about you. I'm not even close to done. I'm not even close to finishing my illustration part. I like just have the base of it down. But it's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine.
We've got this.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. Everything's perfect and fine.
What's that Lego song? Everything's awesome.
Everything is awesome. Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't see it but for some reason I know the song. Probably like from commercials.
Yeah, they definitely did play a lot.
Yeah. Oops. Goes behind. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out just so you guys can see like where I'm at, which is again not where I want to be. This part is not at all whatever. I want to say like I'll design this on my own and then eventually show you guys what it looks like. Oh, my hair with my sunglasses going nuts. But like my idea was to like I don't know what happened here with this tooth, but basically tooth character over here, and then like more text would go here, like a little bit overlapping, and then maybe this would be a bit smaller, and then I would put like the coupon situation just here.
That's gonna be fun.
And then I would have like brought it all into Photoshop and make it like a little bit old, and like you see like these fold lines, like that would be a lot of fun, but you know, time crunch makes it rough. Let's take a look at yours. Oh my God, you got so far.
Let's see.
You're basically done.
We're almost there.
Oh my God.
Are we actually done? We need to be done?
Yeah, we have 2 more minutes. That's amazing.
see.
That came out really beautiful.
Thank you. It's
And
kind
I
of giving me Pepto-Bismol vibes, but I'm
I love
okay with
it. And I love that blue call out. I'm imagining like if that was, you know, like kind of like Riso printed maybe, and had like a crazy bleed would be amazing. Let's bring these into Photoshop on another stream at some point.
I know, we got to get to that.
Maybe the next stream we don't touch these, and the next time we stream together, which I don't know when that'll be, we just save it for that, and we're like, okay, we'll
done.
Come back.
And then we can make labels and brands, and it's all based on
that's
this.
so
right?
fun.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
Well, we have 1 minute left, so we're gonna take that time to say goodbye and say thank you.
We did it.
Appreciate you guys watching our design Royale, and thank you for being here, and thank you for loving pugs and animals.
Bug friendly.
And thank you for loving design in Adobe, and we have another stream coming up next at I didn't
was that
see.
time?
I didn't. I think it had to have been 1 p.m.
1
But
p.m.
spend more time doing what you love with Adobe Express for education.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes. Thank
you
you guys.
Thanks for
See ya.
watching. Bye.
We're going to be creating signage, table cards.
So this is what we did last time.
This is just a background that I found in Adobe Express that I love. And so what I want to do is make it a dual tone, but then I do want to turn down the opacity just a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's
Yeah,
cool,
that's really good.
And then we're going to have to play around with some of this type here, which is what Andrew's going to get into because he's the designer here.
I basically don't like how the pattern is over the text.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna put like a pill shape around. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and with this text selected, I'm going to click on shape, and that's just gonna put a background behind it. And maybe I'd wanna do the blocks. I'm not mad about the block actually.
Okay.
And then shape fill, I'm gonna use the little eyedropper tool, and let's see what happens if I just come here. It works.
It worked.
I also am going to now change this text just a little bit.
No, change it a lot of it.
So when I'm working on a wedding invite, Mrs. Eves is my go-to.
Ooh, okay.
So we're gonna pull the letters in just a little bit closer. And then I'm going to use my alignment to just align this to the middle. So for me, this is why I'm a designer. When I'm working with monochrome, when I see black, you see a little bit of that green bleeding in. So I always wanna lean into that. So I'm actually gonna change this text from just a full black text into a little bit of like a dark olive. So I'm gonna do some hierarchy here, and we are just going to give this a lot more space. Create that visual line that it's kind of moving down. And then here, I'm going to space these out a bit to give it a little more of that like regal look. And then we have your names, which are so long. 1st of July to
You sound like a
1000.
Bridgerton.
25. So we have this here, it looks good. Let's move on.
So these are gonna be little cards that we put on the dinner plates to tell people where they're supposed to be sitting.
So we wanna make sure that we only have the one that we wanna be using. Now we're going to go to add-ons, and we're going to go to bulk create. Then we are going to go to get started. Now we're going to label our text. So this is going to be, I think we did title, first name, and then last name. So we have our image here. We've designated the titles, and we are going to download this CSV template. All right, so I'm over here in Google Sheets. I'm just gonna do random ones.
Yeah, bridesmaid.
Right, the Lemoncini family. So I'm just gonna drag these down, and in theory, this would all come in with your document. So I'm gonna go to File. We are going to download this as a CSV. So we're gonna go to Next. We're gonna upload our CSV file with all the names. Hit OK. It's already working.
Christina Hochradel.
Yeah.
This is such a fun thing we're doing.
So we're gonna go to Media. Let's go to Generate Image. Let's do illustrated lemon pattern.